So want to let everybody know that for both nights, so you make sure you mark your calendars accordingly. So, Brooks, who have been some of the names, some of the faces that have contributed to this run for the Black Bears?
I think this particular run for this season in particular, you look at guys like Ivan Bondarenko, who had over 70 assists in the regular season this year. He set a franchise record for that. That was, held up from the first year of the Black Bears back in 2021 and 22, right after the pandemic had kind of passed. And I think we can both agree that the league was looking a little bit different 5 years ago than what it is now in terms of competition level. So to break that record 4 seasons later was pretty cool. First-year player for us. Obviously, he had spent some time, in the past in the SPHL, and same with Mac Jansen and Janny, as they call him downstairs, had played with Coach Sherwood in Roanoke. With a lot of guys who play with the Black Bears have a connection some way, shape, or form to the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. And, I would say that they wanted to make some personnel decisions in Roanoke. And, at the end of the day, pro hockey is a business. And we are lucky that Mac decided to take this one upon himself, and he wanted to step away from that organization, and the first call that he made was to Brant Sherwood wanting to join ours. So I would say those two guys, first year with the team, and then Austin DeRazio back on the blue line as well, have been big adds But then you have a lot of the guys who have been here for at least one season or a couple at this point that we could probably go all day about.
Well, I know one of the guys I wanted to talk about is C.J. Stubbs. Obviously, we watched the goal-scoring race with great interest here because of Patrick Marcinkiewicz and his part in it. But, I mean, Stubbs also had an incredible year stats-wise.
Yes, absolutely. So he led the team in terms of all scoring, led the team in power play goals, game-winning goals. He's top of the leaderboard. I know the Marcinkiewicz twins absolutely tore it up, especially in the second half of the season down here with PD. But CJ really elevated his game in the early portion of the year. Tyson Kirkby went down after the first game of the season and then missed the next 20 games.
Yeah.
So with him out, and you would know because you've been across many leagues, anytime you lose your captain, people look around at who's going to step up. And, CJ is a guy who doesn't have a letter on his sweater normally, but he really took the opportunity to step up. He is a veteran player. He's been atop of his game in other leagues for a while. We were able to get him a call-up to the ECHL, which is something that he's never done before, which is really awesome for him. And just a real feel-good moment in the middle portion of the season. But he's been leading the way offensively for the Black Bears and, keeping the power play red hot.
Let's talk goaltending for a moment because I know a lot of longtime fans of the league probably know the name Connor McNanama. However, he's not really the guy right now, which is kind of interesting for the Black Bears. I was even a little surprised we went up there. This Dominic Tomei guy.
Yeah.
Where did he come from? Who is he? Did he just swing it on a vine? Where'd you find this guy?
Yeah, so we're very fortunate that some ECHL organizations are set in their ways on if your measurements are not X, you're not going to be a part of that organization.
You really can't be less than like 6'3" and be a goalie anymore. It's crazy.
Yes, and unfortunately, Dom is under 6 foot tall, so that causes people to have a little bit of shade thrown his way in between the pipes, at least at the ECHL level. We obviously love him, but he came in right after training camp and after ECHL camp cut him loose. Got in contact with Coach Sherwood, and there was questions on, do we bring this guy in? He's a little bit undersized, but his film looks really good. We had to make the decision to part with Nolan Egbert, who had been part of the last 2 championship runs. But he found a new home in Monroe during the season, so we're happy for him. Kind of worked out for us. Connor, wanted to try his luck at getting to the ECHL, and he did make it to Tahoe for the Night Monsters earlier this season. Spent a couple weeks with there. Unfortunately, didn't get into the game, but it was an opportunity for him to be with an ECHL organization, see what that's like, find out what he has to do to, elevate to get to that next level, because a lot of things with particularly goaltenders, it's kind of who you know, and then when you know them as well. You just got to kind of be a little bit lucky in a situation because unlike being a forward or defenseman, only one goalie's playing at a time. So there's only so much ice to go around. So while Connor was chasing the ECHL down, Tomei stepped up big time. He was able to rattle off 3 straight shutouts against 3 different opponents this season, which is incredible. He really had a late surge as soon as we flipped the calendar to 2026. And I think he's made the most of this opportunity. And ever since Connor's come back, he's been a great teammate. And he's fully been supportive of Dom. And one thing when he was talking with the coaches about, coming back to the organization was, hey, it's Dom's net right now. And he said, I fully understand that. I'm there to support him. And if something happens, I'll be ready to go. So the two of them have really acted like true professionals this season and really commendable on and off the ice.
It's interesting. I want to talk about X factors in the series and things that, could really affect it. But when you look at goaltending, it's interesting on the PD side. Went through kind of a bunch of different goaltenders trying to figure things out and have settled on Brendan Colgan has been the playoff starter. Veteran, has won a championship, has won goaltender of the year honors. And then Parker Rutherford, who actually had the shutout in Binghamton.
Yes.
Hasn't even been able to start a game yet in the postseason. Colgan's played very well, and so it's nice to have, and you understand this in Binghamton. I mean, goaltending depth is huge and really hard to come by at this level.
It is, and some people are always looking for the next big thing, and you want a little bit of commitment out of your guys, being like, hey, I want to be here, and I want to, win a championship with this particular team. I think that's, how we landed on Mac and Anima a few years ago, and how we've, stuck around with trying to keep the roster as consistent as possible. I think that's a big reason the Black Bears have had success the last couple of years, is in the Empire division, they've been the team that has the least amount of transactions. And one thing that we've noticed about PD this season is, like, once you guys finally solidified these are our guys, everything just took off, and that's when you guys got hot, able to get that fourth spot, and then haven't really looked back ever since then.
It really it's a completely different way of doing things, right? I mean, you guys have had your core, you've built, you've added every single season, but here it literally was, well, let's see what we come out of training camp with. And then every little step along the way, a move here, a trade here, release here, a signing there. And you're right, it did take a while to build this core. And several key trades, actually, that came in, whether it's adding Legkov and Frolov and, even bringing in Colgan, as I mentioned previously. Dominic Delasavita has been a big addition. But some of the key pieces that have been here since day one, Timur Razilov, who everybody absolutely loves, and he's like the team dad, the joke
awesome.
goes. I mean, everybody loves Timur. He's been here since day one. He is a guy that they felt comfortable building around, and that's been a tremendous thing. Our captain, Nick McGill-Diaz, they've had that defensive core, and they have players they liked up front. Houston Wilson is another great example of that, but then they needed to figure it out, and the Marcinkiewicz twins, huge impact early on, and then especially, Dom goes up for a little while, and he's in the SB. Now that he's back with the team here, jumps in his very first game back, scores a game-tying goal with 25 seconds ago in Game 2 in Columbus. And you look at the way things have kind of started to come together, but even now, bringing him back in the lineup in the second round of the playoffs, are you kidding me? You're still kind of tinkering with chemistry, but it's been working out. And so that's the important thing, and I think one of the best parts about what I've seen from PD this year is the adaptability of this team, being able to a lot of times go 3 lines deep. And I know there's a bunch of guys that I haven't mentioned yet. Maybe when we get to X Factors we can talk about it. But they have speed. They can score. And that's why I'm excited for this matchup with Binghamton, is because I think this is going to be an absolute gas watching these two teams, supremely talented, very skilled, able to move the puck, shoot, score, get saves from their goaltending. I'm fired up for this because I think this might have been the best potential matchup here for PD, just to see. And all condolences to Port Huron because I think they were great. And that's a team that picked it up at the end of the year especially as well. Yeah. But, I mean, this feels like, even though it's a first-year team, it feels like a battle of titans.
I think so. And one thing that we were talking about on the way down here to Florence was, what do we remember about the series back in January? Obviously, that's a few months ago, and teams have tinkered with the lineup. Some players have gone to different teams since the teams last saw each other. But what we remember, especially about PD, was how well they transitioned the puck and how effectively they're able to go north and south up the ice. We see a lot of teams at this level. They want to try to go east-west, and there's a time for it. Don't get me wrong, but the way that PD was able to get the puck out of their zone so effectively and then lead to odd man rushes going down the ice was something that the Black Bears definitely took notice of. Don't want to say they probably spent too much time going back to looking at the game that PD shut them out in home 4-0, because I think that was one you probably just burned the tape and flushed that one down the toilet. But they spent a lot more time of looking at what have we been doing wrong in the postseason. How have other teams been able to capitalize? When Topeka was able to score 3 goals in the third period in Game 1. Okay, can we identify what flipped the script a little bit in their momentum? How do we nullify that? Did we pull off on the gas pedal a little bit, and then that's where they were able to take advantage of? Coach Shorewood's talked a lot about at this point in the season, where mainly just really focusing on ourselves and trying to fine-tune those details, then maybe I would say spending the time on the opposition. And I don't know if PD feels the same with that, but obviously both of these teams are champions in their right minds coming out of their own division. So clearly, these were the teams that were playing the best hockey at the most important time of the year. There's nowhere to get around that. And both teams went to Game 3 in the second round. So, both teams were on the brink of elimination. You guys were able to pull it off in Columbus, and then we were able to defend home ice. So you do it in two different ways, but you guys have done an absolute great job, especially in the last minute of the last couple of games
crazy,
as well. Yeah.
It's been crazy. And, Brooks, I think any coach, especially at this time of year, is going to say we do need to focus on our game. It is all about us, and coaches say that all the time. We need to assert our game. We need to play the way we want to play, make the other team conform to our will. Of course, everybody wants to do that. That's why you drop your game plan. But that's where the X factors come in. And so for me, and I want you as well to say what you might think the X factors would be for Binghamton, because those are the things I think that can swing a series. I have two. One is the team one, and one is a player who I want to keep an eye on. I'll start with the team one. This team, you mentioned it a moment ago, just crushed Athens. 15 goals in 2 games. No one saw that coming. No one even gave us a chance to win a game, let alone score 15 in 2 games. I don't know that that was an anomaly or if that was just the stars aligning, whatever it was. Obviously, you don't expect that against a very good Athens team, but they did it. So they won one way by blowing out a really powerful team. Then they had to win a second way by losing the first game at home and getting humbled a bit, going on the road, tying it not once but twice in the final minute, and then winning in overtime, both times facing elimination. This PD IceCats team has now figured out that they can win a bunch of different ways, and they have the confidence of there could be 2 seconds left on the clock, and I feel like this bunch is going to think, yeah, we could still do this. They have that moxie right now, and I think that that is a huge X factor for them. The other one in my player is Dennis Zychik. Zychik does great in the face-off circle when he's on. They start with puck possession a lot, and speaking of puck possession, this guy is really hard to get the puck from. He's on the wall. He's in the battles. He's just a veteran player. He's a lot stronger than you might think on his skates, and he can control the flow of play. He's been paired with Legkov and Frolov, and is actually a huge reason why that line is doing so well. Legkov obviously gets all the attention. He's got a ton of the points. Frolov, the overtime game winner in Game 2. A lot of people are talking about him. Zychik, to me, is the X factor.
Well, that's something that I've taken notice in preparing my broadcasting notes for this weekend, of especially how Zychik is able to contribute offensively for the squad. And I do think a lot of people get caught up in goals and assists. Obviously, points is a nice stat to have.
Sure.
Legoff getting a Rookie of the Year. Obviously, he's got a ton of stats to back that up. But one thing you look through in film is you notice who's really being a part of the play. Who's the guys that okay, maybe he holds on to the puck for 10 seconds while someone's pressuring him, and then he moves it off, and then it leads to a goal. But people like Zychik are able to not necessarily get the credit in the stat book, but in the film room it shows up. And then, on the highlights it does as well. One thing for the Black Bears that's been really big this postseason is special teams. They started off great against Topeka. They were 50% going into the Port Huron series, and that's dropped down a little bit, but they're still operating at over 25% on the power play in the postseason, which is, pretty incredible. They've given up 2 power play goals. Port Huron was able to do that in Game 2 in Binghamton, and that's how they were able to really assert themselves and get that Game 2 victory 5-1 to stave off elimination for the night. Binghamton's, prided themselves on, they took the least amount of penalties in the Empire Division this year. So they're doing a good job of staying out of the box, which is one of the oldest hockey cliches of all time.
Right.
Staying out. But they've been able to capitalize on the power play, except for the Game 2 against Port Huron, where it's been a big factor. Mac Jansen's game-winning goal came 5-on-3, and him being inserted back into the lineup is absolutely huge. My X factor for the Black Bears will be Austin DeRazio, because he's a rookie defenseman that almost went to a different team in this league, a team in the Empire Division, and we're very glad that he decided to go to Binghamton and not the other team. But the last couple of games, he's been leading the team in ice time nearing 30 minutes. Luckily, I get to see the in-stat that the coaches get in the report a little bit, and I've been able to pick apart how much time is he playing on the power play? Is he playing on the PK? What's his 5-on-5 looking like? He's out there in every situation, and he had 24 goals as a rookie defenseman, and he was in the top 5 in power play goals in the league. So he's a good quarterback on the man advantage, and he's my X factor because you have guys like Bondarenko, Stubbs, Jansen, Kirkby, who get a lot of the credit. Obviously, the forwards are always probably going to be your big-name guys, but him on the blue line has really been a staple this year, and I think after his first weekend, he was on the top pair defensive unit, so he's my X factor for the Black Bears.
Okay, well, Brooks, as we wrap it up here, give me your elevator pitch. Why does Binghamton win?
Binghamton's been here in this situation before multiple times. They have a lot of experience when it comes to Commissioner Cup final. You know, Gavin Yates is a 2-time playoff MVP. The reigning playoff MVP is the backup goaltender for the Black Bears, and you have guys who have not only won championships with the Black Bears, but they've won championships with different teams at different levels. And when it comes down to it, I think you do need experience to push your team over the finish line, because you're going to take a gut punch sometime in this series. It's just a matter of how quickly can you get up off the mat and dust yourself off and get back to fighting.
Well, I think PD has a lot of that, and that is why I think PD can win. It's the moxie, it's the mojo, they've won a bunch of different ways. They put it together. They're the hot team coming down the stretch here, and they have found a way to just, it doesn't matter what the situation is, they're able to triumph. They have their moments, they're little lapses, but they recover from them, and I think that's built the confidence throughout the playoffs that even when things don't go their way, they know that pendulum's going to swing back in their direction. The other thing is, well, I'm going to point back to that shutout win at Binghamton. They know they can go out there on the road and win. And that wasn't even this whole team that's assembled now, but that confidence carries through. And I think that maybe the mystique that other teams might have of, oh, geez, this is the Black Bears, I don't know if that is in the back of the Dee IceCats' head. So that naivete, if you will, might actually help them a little bit as a first-year team in the final. So, hey, what you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could work out to their advantage as well. So, Brooks, we look forward to it. Game 1 coming up Friday, 7:15 p.m. Tell folks where they can tune into your broadcast.
Yeah, you can catch the Black Bears feed, Binghamton Black Bears on YouTube. Myself and Cole Parenti will be on the call for as many games as it take in the Commissioner's Cup final this year, but we're really looking forward to an exciting series. Absolutely, and if you want to catch the Dee IceCats feed, it's at Dee IceCats on YouTube, and then we are on 100.5 FM in Florence, and then our Cumulus Radio Network statewide on those Cumulus Sports stations. We are in North Charleston, we're in Myrtle Beach, and we're on in Columbia as well. So, Brooks, best of luck to you guys. Yes, same to y'all, and thank you for hosting us first time this weekend. Yes, should be an awful lot of fun. So, again, Game 1, 7:15 on Friday night. Look forward to it. So, for Brooks Hill, I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining us for this Commissioner's Cup preview.
to Dominic's near circle, looking in, cross ice, one time, save made, rebound, they score! Houston Wilson ties the game, power play goal! Over the left side to Hamilton. Hamilton, wrister, score! It's over! The IceCats are going to the Commissioner's Cup Final! Hello, everyone, and welcome into the Commissioner's Cup Final. I'm Tom Callahan. Thanks for joining me here. This is Dee IceCats hockey at its utmost. Coming into this series, it's a best of 5 between the Binghamton Black Bears and your IceCats for that Commissioner's Cup title trophy. I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any more exciting than this. First 2 games are at home here at Florence Center, and then we're out on the road heading to Binghamton for what could be up to 3 games in Southern New York. So buckle up. What an upstart story this franchise has been this year. Coming in as an expansion team this year, the Dee IceCats went through their trials and tribulations early. They had to put it all together. They made several trades, a lot of roster moves. Yet in the playoffs, only they and Binghamton have accomplished the 2 series wins necessary to get here to the final. And of course, the Black Bears, been there, done that. They're going for a three-peat. Binghamton, winners of the last 2 consecutive titles, beating Carolina Thunderbirds in both of those finals. Now they face the Dee IceCats. Can a team from a different Carolina state, South Carolina, maybe work its magic against Binghamton? It is definitely David versus Goliath. There is a lot of storylines that are going to cross over between these 2 teams, especially when you look at the way the IceCats were built. A lot of players that came from trades from Danbury. The Hat-Tricks, one of the natural rivalries for Binghamton up in the Northeast. So a lot of these players, like Alex Legkov, Vadim Frolov, very familiar with Binghamton, but also PD did see Binghamton during the regular season, played them twice in Binghamton both times, and came out with a weekend split. We'll talk more about that when we get to Game 3, but for now, we've got 2 games here at Florence Center starting tonight and tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. If you're listening on the radio, you want to come down and join us. There are still seats available for this Commissioner's Cup Final Game 1. However, you better beat feet to get down here. There's also food truck rodeo going on here at Florence Center this weekend, so plenty of great tailgating options if you're planning ahead for tomorrow's Game 2. We're going to get inside the goaltending matchup, the award winners from both of these teams, as, well, some guys took home some hardware. We're going to talk about that in this Powers Properties pregame show. And as always, we've got our chat coming up here with head coach Gary Graham. The best part, we're about 10 minutes away from dropping the puck on this epic Game 1 here at Florence Center. Dee IceCats, Binghamton Black Bears going head-to-head for the Commissioner's Cup Trophy. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
The Dee IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
We back. Let's go. Out in London, that's my ting. Slide through streets, have bops and beans. In the streets, the life get crazy. Falling asleep, my eye get lazy. Ain't God on my side, it's forever. Don't come run if you dance with the devil. Ain't even through the rainy weather. Me and the brother, we stick together.
Don't know if I'm red or blue like Manchester. 12 of my boon that the phone up Leicester. Men got too many bars like a cliff. Tofi and Tommy, we doing it diff. Had to medicate, roll up a spliff. Ganja stink, I can't even sniff.
Open the scat with a wristlet diff. Funny banter instead of
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Gorget is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorget has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgetdistilling.com.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Back before tonight's Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. The Binghamton Black Bears in town to take on your PD IceCats, joined by head coach Gary Graham. Gary, championship time. We've been talking about it all season. I know this has been a huge goal for this organization, but certainly I imagine you're coming in with a feeling of, hey, we still have some work to do. So talk to us about your messaging this week to the team and what you were saying to these guys.
I think just for the employees, the management, the guys, just enjoy this moment, embrace this moment. I've been blessed to be a part of 4 or 5 of these type of situations, and when I look back earlier in my career, I don't think I really enjoyed it that much. It was just I put so much stress and angst and stuff on it, and I think for us, we're just going to keep doing what we do. It's a very good hockey club. We have a lot of respect for Bingo, first-class organization, back-to-back champs, been in the finals 3 straight years. They check all the boxes, and like what I've been telling the guys is, this is exactly, if you want to do something special, you want to win a championship, this is who you should have to beat, the back-to-back defending champs. This is to complete the Cinderella story. You should have to beat the best, the pinnacle of the league that's been in the last few years, and this is where we're at.
I mean, I don't think you could pick two more diametrically opposed teams, right? It is kind of a David versus Goliath mentality, but do you guys kind of carry that feeling of being an underdog, or is that not really, is that not relatable to you?
We carry it for sure. Yeah, we definitely have a chip on our shoulder the whole playoff run, so it's something that's definitely been fuel to the fire.
Well, talk about that fuel coming into game one now. You're at home, you know, there's going to be a huge crowd, everything's going to be rocking. So now, how do you keep the boys from, let's channel the energy, let's keep the energy high, but maybe not doing too much, and does your playoff experience help you do that?
Well, you know, the coach can only do so much. I think, you know, yes, I have my messaging, but the leaders have done a really great job of making sure the team stays focused, and we keep bought in with the game plan and stuff. I think, you know, the Binghamton is a very disciplined team. They're not gonna beat themselves. They take care of the puck. They don't take a lot of undisciplined, selfish type of penalties. So we can't do that, you know, and they're a very dynamic power play. So, you know, we got to stay out of the box, Tom. We got to be disciplined. We got to do what we do. Of course, it's a chess match, right? Best of 5. Going to be a lot of adjustments during the series. So, you know, we're more focused on us going out there and trying to kind of put the pedal down and execute our game plan. And if they do a good job of shutting it down, if we have to adjust, we'll do it, or vice versa.
The power play finally broke through at the end of the Columbus series. Was it anything different you guys were doing, or was it just finally time to have some success?
Do you remember what I told you in this interview before Game 3? What was going to be the key to that game?
I absolutely do.
Special teams. And
yes.
how many power play goals did Columbus score?
3.
And how many did we score?
2.
Exactly. So it's always going to be that way. No, I think Houston, that was a great individual effort. Of course, the 6-on-4 with the goalie pull, that was a set play. We had them overloaded on the back post. We were hoping that they would go diamond, and we had 3 guys around that one defender. And so if we just had any type of rebound, we were going to be in a really good situation. So when Leggy shot the puck, of course, there it is. I mean, I could have scored that goal, right, me or you? I mean, it was a wide open backdoor tap. And so Houston with a hat trick and 2 power play goals, big goals. But proud of the guys finding a way, obviously, to get it to overtime. It was a heck of a team group effort on the weekend, and we're just going to have to keep, you know, manufacturing that over and over again against these guys.
We talked about those contributions up and down the lineup. How gratifying was it for you to see Houston Wilson have that game?
It was big. You know, Huey's been a warrior. You know, he's been a big part of our club the whole year, not only on the ice but off the ice. What he does in the community, what he does for me personally in the leadership group, in the locker room behind closed doors. But, you know, he's been, you know, it's, you know, back to that Blue Ridge series when we were banged up and we didn't have a lot of our guys. He's been dealing, you know, with some stuff, you know, some injuries and stuff. And he's been doing everything to try to get himself healthy, to get, not only to get us into the playoffs, but now also try to be a key contributor during this playoff run. So to finally see him get some production like that was good, and it's good for the locker room.
Well, I know you alluded to it earlier, but let's wrap it all up with keys to the game.
Yeah, discipline. I think it's going to be huge. You know, again, you got a very good seasoned team that doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Leading into that would be puck management. You know, we have to do the same. This is a really good transition team. They go from defense to offense in a hurry. Their D are very active in joining a rush. So how we defend through the neutral zone, how we hold our defensive blue line, is going to be very important, and how we take care of the puck. You know, right inside our defensive blue line and at the offensive blue line are going to be key.
All right. Well, Gary, thanks for joining us, and best of luck tonight.
Thanks, Tom.
We're back with the drop of the puck. Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final on your way next.
The PD IceCats are lighting up the scoreboard, and Powers Properties is proud to be the official housing provider. Looking for an apartment? Powers Properties has you covered with modern apartments, convenient locations, and a team that puts you first. Just like the IceCats, we know what it takes to win, on and off the ice. Score big with Powers Properties. Relax, you are home.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
And we are back, getting ready for tonight's Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. Tom Callahan here with you. Thanks for joining me, IceCats fans, and of course any other fans from around the FPHL. We appreciate having you here. Ceremonial puck drop going on. We just missed our national anthem presented by your local State Farm agent, Austin Wilson. And the crowd doing a great job on tonight's rendition. And so your starting lineup brought to you by Seminar Brewing. Let's start in net. Brendan Colgan, 4-1 with a .933 save percentage, 2.33 goals against average. Opposed by Dominic Tomei, 4-1 with a .916 save percentage, 2.03 goals against, and a shutout to his credit in the postseason. Up front for your PD IceCats, it's going to be Vadim Frolov, along with Houston Wilson and Alex Legkov. Defensively, Nick McGill-Diaz, the captain, getting the nod along with the veteran Jake Hamilton. IceCats in their black uniforms, rolling right to left on your radio dial. Period number 1 is brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. We are professional grade. This is championship hockey, and we are underway. Binghamton will control the draw but lose it at center. Turned over, McGill-Diaz putting it ahead to Frolov. Left side, Wilson in over the line. He'll send it around the rim. Legkov up after it on the right wing. Binghamton defending champions 2 years running. Little flip into the slot. That one leaks away, and the Black Bears will leave the zone. PD, the upstart, the expansion team, year 1, all the way to the final. Pass ahead, Wilson trying to beat out an icing call, and he will, getting in there ahead of Stone. Wilson on the right side while his mates change. Black Bears are going to come up with the puck. They dump it to center, though, and Razalov on it there. We'll turn it right back in. The Marcinkiewicz twins out now with Dennis Sidecheck. Stone will play it around to the near side, down for the left point again. Razalov pinching, but the play reversed around away from him by Stubbs. And now Black Bears looking to leave the zone. And on the right side, there's a chance on the wing. Stubbs trying to bull his way in, but a nice job by Razalov. Take the body and knock him off it. Lead pass on the right center comes Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Dominic's in, try to feed it in front. Pass blocked. Sent around to the near side. Binghamton looking to move that one out to center. They do. Pushing onto the right side, Bondarenko. The veteran Bondarenko tied up on the right wing. Jansen in there as well. Zajic will take it away from him. A lead at center ahead, and Marcinkiewicz tips it down, no icing. And they're going to go for the change here, minute and a half into this opening frame. Scoreless in game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup final. Left side, here comes Nick Gullo. Gullo driving in on the left wing, carrying it wide into the corner. Gullo centering attempt. That was blocked, stays in the corner as he battles over there with Cervoni. Into the slot, here's a chance. Elijah Wilson tied up, couldn't shoot. Kept into the point, though, by Jurgenite, only briefly as it's knocked back out to center. Bedard on it there, and he'll throw it back into the near corner. Puck on that left wing side. IceCats up on the forecheck here. Sirota watching the pile. Welsh tried to pull it out, and now Binghamton away to center. Cutting in on the right wing, not able to get him past the D is Shankar. Nice job by Hamilton to ride him off. Welsh. Right side lead, and it's dumped in from center. McGill-Diaz up in pursuit after it. He peels back out as Tomei makes the save on the long dump, and first shot for either side. Not sure if it was on goal, however. Binghamton moves the puck in offside. We get a whistle. Our first whistle, just about 2.5 minutes into period number 1. Binghamton had to get past Port Huron in 3 games to get to the final. They had a first-round sweep. Same thing with the IceCats, first-round sweep of Athens. And then lost game 1 against Columbus, won games 2 and 3 in overtime. So both of these teams battle-tested. Here's a turnover. A pass to the slot was past Houston Wilson. Actually goes all the way down the ice. McGill-Diaz will turn it the other way, and now up the right wing. Here's Legkov, stops. Ran into the linesman, tried to feed it in front, went off the heel of a skate into the left side corner. Wilson after it. Left side, Hamilton tried to force it through. McGill-Diaz at the line, battling, trying to keep it in. Binghamton a chance the other way. Nice job on a back check by Legkov to break it up. Frolov will wedge one down the ice. Will that be icing? It will. So the draw will come on back down into the IceCats end. Game 1 here tonight. Game 2 tomorrow night here at Florence Center. Well, get your tickets now if you haven't already. Don't forget the food truck rodeos going on out in the parking lot, too, so you got tremendous tailgating options if you're coming down to join us, and you absolutely should. Binghamton controlling the draw. They'll throw it into the near side corner. Bondarenko tied up, and it ends up with Wilson. Houston Wilson up the left side ahead for Frolov. Frolov chasing DeRazio. Back behind his own net as PD starts a change. Leg called on the forecheck now. He and Stone top in the far side corner. Stone trying to pull it away. A backhand up the wall. Cut off and kept in by Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Zajac forced the play out the near side. Oh, Dominic Marcinkiewicz almost forced a turnover. Stone had to just punt it away. Razilov quickly back. Dominic's left side. Long shot. And Tomei with a glove save. He'll hold on to it. And we'll get an offensive zone draw here for the IceCats. Boy, you can feel the buzz in the building tonight. A lot of noisemakers, lights, all kinds of clappers, thunder sticks, everything going on out there. Everybody wearing their white. Face off coming up to the right of the Binghamton goal. And they tie up over into the face-off circle. Left side corner is Welsh up after it. Welsh on the left half wall. Try to pull it away to the line, not out. Jurgenite keeping it in, finds the glass. Right side, Elijah Wilson over for it. Behind the net, looking for Gullo. He's pinned up. Down for the left point, Jurgenite. Pins it on the wall with the skates. Gullo into the pile. Jurgenite trying to send it back down the boards. Wilson over there to try to help out. Puck into the front of the net, but it's taken away there by Sirota. And Binghamton away to center. Welsh knocked down at center. Couldn't move the puck out, but off the dasher goes to the line and offside. Cerrone tried to glove it back in. The linesman on it there. 4:22 into the first period. Still waiting for, well, we do have one official shot on goal up there for the PD IceCats. Definitely a feeling out process going on right now here in this first period. PD, though, trying to get right up on it. They've had a couple of good forays into the Binghamton end. A lot of physical play along the wall. Boy, those puck battles so important, but never more so than now. The team that ends up with possession is going to do the damage. Here's a chance for Binghamton in the slot. A backhand feed across, a bouncer that rolls out and wide. Yates on the far side, trying to cycle it down low. Wrapped to the near side to the point by Kirkby. A shot coming in. Tipped off the left arm of Colgan. And Zajac will move it out to center. And now here comes Dominic Marcinkiewicz in behind the D. Cutting it on goal. He's hooked up. Penalty coming to Binghamton. The speed of Dominic Marcinkiewicz provides the first power play of the series. Marcinkiewicz in on the left side and would have broken in behind Ramekers had he not committed the hooking. And that infraction coming here at 4:58 is the first Chick-fil-A power play of this final series. IceCats 2 for 23 on the power play, 8.7% in the postseason. There's a shot and a save to make. Big rebound. That's cleared down the ice. 18 of 20. That's 90% on the kill for the Black Bears so far in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Hamilton is going to wave everybody back by. Houston Wilson out there. McGill Diaz, part of this first power play unit. Elijah Wilson, and now on the right side, here's Gullo. To Houston, Wilson trying to walk in, puck rolled away. McGill Diaz up top, Hamilton, middle of the blue line, near circle. McGill Diaz, his wrister save made. They jam for the rebound. They score! The rebound came free to the far side as the IceCats doing a great job of getting to the front of the net. And it's Elijah Wilson who's able to find the rebound for the power play goal. Gullo digging away in front, and it's Wilson who's able to hook that puck past the left pad of Tomei. Great job getting to that rebound. 5:34 time of the goal for Wilson. That is a huge start. So 5-on-5 we are. As Binghamton, now let's see the response. It's stolen away, though. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz, who gets knocked down by Kirkby. Dominic Marcinkiewicz wanted a penalty, but a good legal hit there. Here's Yates cutting to his left. We'll pick up the call on the goal. Well, right now they're crediting Hamilton, but that is definitely Elijah Wilson's goal. There's a shot in Colgan. The save, big rebound up front. Jurgenite will backhand it out. And now a race. Patrick Marcinkiewicz trying to get there. They wave off icing. So Hamilton will pick up an assist on the goal. Back in comes Binghamton in with a high shot over top of the net. That one dies in the near corner. Big wedge out of there by Houston Wilson. No icing the other way. So the Chick-fil-A power play. Oh, they do call it icing. All right. Well, we'll tell you about it when we come back. 6:33 into the first. 1-0 on an Elijah Wilson power play goal. IceCats in the lead. This is IceCats playoff hockey.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Zapata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh. For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise. Plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
And we are back. First period action here in the Commissioner's Cup final. 1-0 IceCats in the lead. Elijah Wilson, a power play goal, is 4th of the postseason. And PD capitalizing on their first power play right now, trying to get the puck out of their own end is Razilov with a move ahead, tipped on down the ice by Frolov, a bouncer in on net. Tomeo leave it aside. And it's played around the far wing. Binghamton with the backhand up to center. And the Black Bears attack. Long slap shot and a left pad save Colgan. Jansen tried another chance. That one is turned back to the line, not out, kept in. And sent around to the far side corner. Jansen on it there. Bothered by Legkov as he chips it out up the dasher. Della Savita charging way up with a big hit on the far side. Following through. Frolov with a big hit as well. And now maybe the nerves coming out with a little physical play. Wilson falls behind the net. Legkov trying to turn back for the puck. Della Savita on it. Near side, here's Hamilton. And he'll wedge that one high in the air. Down the ice it goes. Legkov trying to get in there. And ahead of DeRazio, but that's going to be an icing call. 7:25 into the first. And a face-off's going to come back on down the ice. Draw to the left of the PD cage. Colgan out for it. It'll be Wilson in against Sirota for the face-off here. IceCats kind of stuck in the middle of the change here. They would like to get this puck out, and they'll have a chance left side after Wilson wins that draw. They do get it to center. Poked on Legkov trying to move it ahead. Bank back in. Hamilton calling everybody back towards him so we can reset it a little. Legkov will feed it back to the D, and they'll regroup. So the IceCats do change the forwards. Hamilton to move it across. Backhanded in on the left wing side. Welsh going up on the forecheck in after it. He'll swing it around the left side. Couldn't get it through to Hamilton, though, as the Black Bears move it the other way. They'll attack up the right side. Shankar in with a shot. Save made. Rebound across. Colgan to his right to make the save on that second chance by Sargis. Sargis trying to bull his way in front. Feeds it across. There's a shot, and they score. Ramekers with a wrist shot down for the right point. Beats Colgan 5-hole, and the game's tied up at 1. Colgan upset with himself for that one. He'll want that one back for sure. Ramekers maybe playing a little guilty on that one. He was in the box for the hooking call when PD scored the power play goal, and now he ties it up. And that is his first goal of the postseason. Sargis will pick up the helper on the goal. And now a chance at the other end. Tamea's save is right back down. The IceCats push back in. So the two teams have traded goals. Game on here. Binghamton offside at the IceCats blue line. 8:24 into the first. Binghamton arguing with the referee about the offside call, I would imagine, perhaps, but it will come just outside the PD blue line. Zajic in there for it. No, we don't like that one, or do we? Yep, no, we'll play on. Had some issues with getting pucks dropped throughout the postseason. Sometimes you just kind of wonder if we're going to end up doing it all again. Right now, Binghamton in its own end. They try to pop it out to center. Dump towards the line. Razulov will stand up his man. Puck drifts into the near side corner. Backhanded around. Zajic over the far side trying to slide free. Razulov over to the right wing off the dasher. And that one gloved down there by Anderson. Try to send it the other way. Binghamton electing to pull it on back to their own end while they cycle through a change here. That lead ahead was too far for Jansen. Jurgenite now tipping it ahead. Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Stone into his own end as Frolov steps up on the forecheck. Puts Stone into the glass. Puck around the left wing. And a pass to center. Oh boy, that one hopped away from Legkov. He might have been off to the races. Puck in on goal. Colgan will paddle it aside. Rebound to the far corner. Bondarenko centering. And it's pulled out. Legkov onto the right side. Frolov with him. Gives it to him. Frolov cutting into the slot. Trying to feed it across. And the pass is picked off. Binghamton back through center. Jansen had his stick chopped at, lost the handle. Hamilton kicking it back the other way. Puck pinballing in skates. Houston Wilson trying to battle for it. And now it's turned over Legcom, but he lost it off the heel of a stick. Knocked down. Pops back up. And it does end up on the left side. Welsh feeding Legcom. Try to get it across. Pass deflected. And it's out to center. McGill Diaz. McGill Diaz with a bank pass near side, backing in with it is Legkov at the line, feeding it on to the left wing to Welsh, back to Legkov at the dot, cross ice shot, and that one was blocked. Wide open chance for McGill Diaz, and DeRazio saved a goal. DeRazio's positioning on that one, he was the only thing there because Temay was down, anticipating a shot, not a pass. McGill Diaz the other way, he'll wedge it into the left side corner. It caroms right to Stone. Helps him reverse it around to the near side. Tied up on that left wing wall. Pushed behind the net. Stone onto the far side. Chasing it over there, DeRazio. Bounces off him. A rolling puck does get to center. Fed back to Razulov. They're going to go D to D here while they change the lines. And now the Marcinkiewicz twins will step out there along with Zajic. Razulov on the right side. That pass is deflected down. No icing here because it was Binghamton that tipped it. Cervoni. Out the near side, around it goes, all the way down the ice. Will that be icing? No. Della Civita on it. And he's run into in the near side corner. Puck up the wall, and Dominic Smarcinkiewicz trying to move it out of there. And now on the right side, here's Patrick Smarcinkiewicz spinning off a check. Knocked down there, might have been actually pulled down. And Binghamton back up the left wing side. Through the legs for Kirkby. Couldn't maintain it. Pushed away from him into the corner by Jurgenite. Zajic over there on the Binghamton captain. It has been physical here. Both teams have scored once. 8.5 to go in this first period. 1-1. That one is turned into the PD end again. No icing. Up the wall, not out. Kept in. Kirkby with an off-angle chance. Save made in front. Rebound. And another chance. Save of the right post there by Colgan. Wilson. They're going to move it ahead. He'll skate it ahead. Houston Wilson lost it, poked it out to center, but turned right back in here by Yates. And he brought it in offside. With 8:03 to go here in the first period, we're tied at 1. We'll take a break. Back with more in just a moment. This is PD IceCats playoff hockey.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
Ding dong.
Mountain dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every day...
Back here on the IceCats Broadcast Network. Want to say hi to everybody tuning us into the radio side. Frolov coming up on the right wing. He'll bring it in with a wrist shot, tipped into the netting. Cumulus Radio, our official radio partner. We're on 100.5 FM in Florence, 100.3 out in Florence. And you can also pick us up in North Charleston and in Columbia as well. Commissioner's Cup Final, Game 1. Here at Florence Center tonight. Game 2 tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. Don't miss out on that as well. 1-1 tie here. Elijah Wilson on the power play for PD. And Ramekers, the response, even strength for Binghamton. Puck at center right now. Hamilton will fire it in. Tomeo glove it down, and he'll leave it aside as Anderson comes back for it. Around to the far side, Bondarenko, a bouncer out to center. McGill Diaz will turn with it. He'll move it across to Hamilton. Hamilton up through center, puck tipped on right side. Here's Houston Wilson. Moving in, Wilson with a wrister. And that one toppling wide of the net after a deflection. Cleared back out. McGill Diaz chasing. There will be no icing here, and he's got Bondarenko after him. Swings it around to the near side. Frolov lets it go. And that allows both teams a chance to change and regroup here. Binghamton back on the rush, trying to work it in right side, left up top for Bondarenko. High slot, his shot blockered away by Colgan. Puck on the far wall, McGill Diaz over there running into Shankar. Now the puck in the far corner. PD trying to move it out, Hamilton. Far side a roller, Gullo reverses it around to the near wing. Frolov still stuck out there on the shift change, trying to play it up the boards. Can't get it out of there. Hamilton will chop at it. Puck to the right point, still not out. Kept in, shot by Stone, save made, bouncing puck in the slot, wouldn't settle. And away goes Elijah Wilson. They'll fire it in. Tomei way out to play it, sliding into the corner. As Gullo up in the forecheck, almost forced a turnover in the slot. Wilson following up after it. And now it's at center where Elijah Wilson swoops back. Pardon me, that's Dominic Smarson-Kevics out there on the change now. Zajac back the other way as it's dumped in. Behind the net, Della Savita reversing around to Zajac. Zajac onto the left side for Razilov. Razilov with a rolling puck, dumps it ahead into the corner. Zajac up after it. He's going to pressure Durazio to the near side off the glass, out to center. Off the skates is Swain. Binghamton attacking left side, puck drifting into the corner. Yates up after it. Knocked away by Della Savita, and Zajac will backhand one down the ice. No icing here. 5:47 to go in the first, tied at 1. First period action brought to you by your PD area GMC dealers. Colgan wanted an icing call there. I think everybody else did too, but no icing. Back into the PD end. Played around on the wall, not out, kept in. There's a shot, and again a blocker save Colgan. Far side, Patrick Smarson-Kevics lost it in his skates there. Bedard trying to knock it away. Puck to the left point, shot coming in. That one deflects wide. Houston Wilson near side can't catch up to it, rimmed around the glass. Up the far wall, Bedard ahead to Patrick Smarson-Kevics. He'll move it ahead right side. Marson-Kevics into the Binghamton zone on the backhand, cutting in front. Lost its slot. Wilson had it chopped away before he could shoot. And now a race war coming in the other way. Here's a chance in on goal, Bondarenko, and it's popped away on the defensive recovery there by Bedard. Bedard trying to move it the other way, gets it to center. PD needs a change here. They'll get it. Right side, Jansen will carry it back in. Flips it behind the net. Colgan out to play it. Try to move it back over to Jurgenite. Jurgenite. Stubbs, right wing. Bouncing it into the corner. Jurgenite again tied up over there. Hamilton helping him out. Wedge out to center here, and running into it is Legkov. Legkov up the right wing. He's got help behind him. Legkov all the way behind the net. Drives out on the backhander wraparound attempt to the left pad. Save Tomei. Down for the right point. McGill Diaz holding it in. Gullo in the corner. Frolov That one hit a body, ends up on the near side. Played out to center. McGill Diaz will turn, and he'll start it up himself. Left side, he carries in. Driving wide, McGill Diaz, backdoor feed, puck in the slot. Zajac in! He scores! Dennis Zajac following up the play. Johnny on the spot for an advantageous deflection. The puck's sitting there, and he's able to rip one past Tomei. And back in front, the IceCats lead 2-1. That's why you go to the net. That puck was sitting perfect. The cross-ice pass didn't connect, but was instead deflected away. And at 15:52, Zajac with the goal. Boy, he scored some big ones along the way. And that's his second of the postseason. McGill Diaz will actually pick up his second helper of the night. Gotta love it from the captain. IceCats onto the attack again here. In the lead 2-1. Binghamton trying to play this puck away to center. Della Savita closing on the far side. And he rubs out Sargis. Now ahead, here's Gullo on the right wing. Can't get it deep. Sent right back the other way. Colgan. Leave it behind the net. Backhanded around Della Savita up the right wing side. Welsh will chip into space there. Looking for Jake Cox. Getting the first shift of the game under his belt. And bouncer dump back into the near side corner. And Charlie Bedard will take a look, surveys the landscape, uses the glass to get it down, and Patrick Marcinkiewicz will beat out an icing call. Onto the right side, Marcinkiewicz into the slot, Dominic's cutting and rolling, puck feeds it across, shot, and that one is blocked away by the D. Another chance coming in, goes wide of the net from the left point. Oh my goodness, Tomei was down and out, over pursued that puck. And I'm not, it might have been Kirkby that blocked that shot because there was a wide open net for Zajac. Again, that's the second time this period that there's been a blocked shot by Binghamton that saved a goal. DeRazio had the other one. Black Bears playing it ahead. Colgan lets it go into the corner. No icing as Yates beats it out, but he gets rubbed out by Hamilton. And now McGill Diaz the other way ahead to center Zajac. Zajac left side. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. Backdoor feed, and that one, Patrick Marcinkiewicz had his stick held. Hamilton will send it around the rim. Right side, Dominic's tipped it into the face-off circle, but picked up by Binghamton. And they'll come the other way. Right side, here's a chance in front. Jansen scooped up off the ice by Colgan. That'll get us to a whistle and a break. 2-1 IceCats in the lead with 2:20 to go here in this first period. First period action presented by your PD area GMC dealers. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
This sandwich, it's a complete game changer. Hello, this is Mike, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club is that juicy chicken with that toasty pretzel bun. From the first bite to the last bite, that bun, it's crispy, cozy, just amazing. With the pretzel bun, the Dijon mustard, and the chicken, you have those three things together, and it makes that sweet, savory kind of combination. It's everything that you love about food rolled into one. It looks phenomenal. It tastes great. It's delicious.
Real guests paid for their testimonial.
Back here on IceCats Hockey. 2-1 PD leading here in the first period. Commissioner's Cup Final, Game 1. Tom Callahan here with the high atop Florence Center. Face off to the left of Brennan Colgan, one back by Binghamton. Right side, Bondarenko with a wrister tipped on the way in. Left pad saved by Colgan. And McGill Diaz will play it out to center. Lenkov directing it on. Black Bears turn it back in. Hamilton there for PD off the right side. A bouncer back down the ice. Could be icing. Anderson tracking. It is. Want to remind everybody, if you're interested in full season tickets for next year, just a $100 per seat deposit locks in your spot for the exciting family-friendly fun for all 28 regular season home games at Florence Center. Email Crazy Cousin Phil. Tickets at pdprohockey.com. That's tickets at pdprohockey.com to secure your spot now. Phil loves hearing from all you guys. Present season ticket holders, future season ticket holders, we appreciate it. Hey, you could not pick a better time to become a part of the Pride. Binghamton trying to move it out of their own zone. Miguel Diaz from the right point, able to hold it down low. Bouncing puck out the far side. Houston Wilson into the slot, tipped away to the line, and Hamilton could not keep it in. So Binghamton trying to take advantage, go the other way. Right-siders Jansen, cross-ice feed off the heel of the stick, fed into the high slot. A shot, and that's ripped wide by DeRazio. Off the glass, a bouncer to the line. Stone has to chase. Feed it back across. PD at least getting a partial change to behind the play. Bondarenko will filter that one back in. Binghamton also heading for the change here. 1:15 to go in the first. And up the left side, here comes Dennis Zajac. He's got some room. Fires it in. Tomei out to stop it, and he actually will glove it down. Dominic Tomei, I've noticed here, is not afraid. If you're trying to go cross corner and you don't go far enough away from him quickly enough, he will come out and get to that puck. He launches himself out of that crease. He will get to it. He will knock it down, and in this case, he covers it. And maybe something to keep in mind here for PD to keep the puck away from a very active goaltender. But they do end up with an offensive zone draw here. Zajac over his left shoulder as Patrick's Marcinkiewicz lined up over there. Dominic's to his right. He's going to try to pull it straight back. Everybody shifted over to the right of Zajac. He does win it back through his skates, and he's knocked down, and the puck knocked out. Della Savita on it, right side, right back in, and here's Zajac driving on the right side. He's wrapped up on the wall, feeding it across. Dominic's on the backhand. Backdoor feed, couldn't connect with Patrick's. A bouncer cleared ahead. Binghamton moving it out. Left side, Shankar pushing his way past into the left wing corner. Behind the net, a roller sends it into the slot. A chance and a block there. Rebound again. A shot, and that is also blocked to the far corner. Della Savita and Razulov, nice job defensively. Not out, though. Binghamton holding in. Far side, a wrist shot, and that one again caught by Colgan. He'll hang on with exactly a half minute to go in this first period. 2-1 PD. Draw to the right of Colgan. Gullo in for the face-off. And across from Kirkby. Kirkby winning it back crisply. Left point shot coming in. Tip save. Colgan rebound in front. Off some skates. Stays out. And now tipped away to the line. Not out of danger, though. Off of Yates in the corner. Jurgenite's going to try to pin it there and eat some clock. Bedard trying to help him out. Puck in a pile. Shoved back up the near side. Welsh will skate it at least to center. Now he'll gain the stripe and fire it deep. Right side corner. Up on the hit. Elijah Wilson. Puck rolls away to center. That's going to do it for the period, though. And the PD IceCats. I'd call that a successful opening first period. For being in a Commissioner's Cup final for the first time ever in franchise history, the IceCats end up with a 2-1 lead and a crowd that has been absolutely fantastic so far. As they exit the ice here, and oh boy, I tell you, this crowd, number one, the crowd's been fantastic tonight. It has been loud here at Florence Center. It's been rocking the entire time. We've got 3 goals to tell you about. We are going to describe those for you. And we're also going to take a look around the out-of-town scoreboard in the NHL. A couple of teams facing elimination tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll get to that. Plus, baseball fans, don't worry. Got you covered there as well. But right now, the most important stat line I can tell you is that it's a 2-1 PD IceCats lead 20 minutes in to this Game 1. Now, keep in mind, just before we go to the break, I want to remind everybody that the Commissioner's Cup final is a best of 5. So you have to win 3 games to take home the trophy. 20 minutes in, 2-1, IceCats in the lead. This is PD IceCats Playoff Hockey.
At the law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The law office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Looking to score big with your printing? M&M Printing and Graphics is your hometown team. From flyers, business cards, and posters to vinyl graphics, banners, and outdoor signage, we do it all. Whether you're promoting your business, cheering on your team, or bringing your brand to life, we've got the players and the skills to make it happen. Visit mmpg.us or call 843-662-2412. M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printer of the PD IceCats.
Let's go. Out in London, that's my ting. Slide through streets, help bought some beans. In the streets, the life get crazy. Falling asleep, my eye get lazy. Ain't God on my side, it's forever. Don't come run if you dance with the devil. Ain't even through the rainy weather. Me and the brother, we stick together.
Don't know if I'm red or blue like Manchester. 12 on my bund at the phone up Leicester. Men got too many bars like a cliff. Tofi and Tommy, we doing it diff. Had to medicate, roll up a spliff. Ganja stink, I can't even sniff.
Open the scat with a wristlet diff. Funny Benson.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts, the pros in men's and boys' hair.
Back here in our first period intermission report, Tom Callahan here with you. We are 20 minutes into Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. Best of 5 series between Binghamton and PD, and the IceCats, opening with Game 1 and Game 2 here at Florence Center, have a 2-1 lead after the first 20 minutes of play. Not bad for your first foray into a championship final. And let's go back over the scoring for you here in this one as we roll it on back to a first period power play opportunity And a tremendous chance for the IceCats with the man advantage. They convert for only their third power play goal of the postseason at 5:34. With a goal coming off the stick of Elijah Wilson as he's able to wrap it past the left pad of the outstretched goaltender Timé, his fourth of the postseason from McGill, Diaz, and Hamilton at 5:34. And that put PD up 1-0. But right back, about 2.5 minutes later at the 8:07 mark, a really well-placed wrist shot by Scott Ramekers that beats Brendan Colgan through the 5-hole, and Ramekers cutting in from the right point, took a pass across from Sargis, who picks up an assist along with Sirota at 8:07 to tie this game up at 1. But then, later in the first, 15:52, time of the goal, Dennis Zajic. Nick McGill-Diaz was trying to put a puck across to a backdoor feed. There was an IceCats player on the backside. The pass was deflected, ended up sitting in the slot. Zajic was the third man swooping in on the play, going right up the slot, and fires that one past Timé. And it's 2-1 IceCats at the end of one period of play. So that's pretty exciting for PD here, capitalizing on some pretty good chances, making some things happen. And you know what? A 2-1 lead at home in front of a very fired-up home crowd. Get them into the game early with a goal. Keep them going. A lot of energy, a lot of excitement in this jersey here tonight on a whiteout night. Shots on goal in the period right now sitting at 12 for Binghamton, 7 for your PD IceCats. And the power plays, the only team with a power play converted on it, and that was PD. They're 1 for 1. No chances with the man advantage for the Black Bears. And, you know, it's very interesting. I talked about early in the first period, the first, 5-ish minutes felt like a feeling out process. But then you get the speed of Marcinkiewicz driving the left side and Ramekers having to hook him to take away a scoring chance. The subsequent power play the PD scores on. That really kind of knocked the teams out of that feeling out process maybe a little quicker than we might have seen otherwise. And after that, I mean, the hitting picked up, the offensive chances were there, and things seemed to settle in a little bit quicker. And again, IceCats coming out with a 2-1 lead. You've got to like that. They look pretty confident. They feel pretty confident here on the home ice. So 2-1 after one. We're going to take a break, and when we come back on the other side of it, we're going to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. So stay tuned. There's plenty more coming your way. 2-1 PD, 1 period in. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal
is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. South Coast Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
No matter which forklift you walk into, you'll know it's special, and just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
Da Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Da Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official videographic designer for the PD IceCats.
Back here on IceCats Playoff Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. 1 period in the books. 2-1. PD leading Game 1 of this Commissioner's Cup Final. Taking a look at the out-of-town scoreboard in the National Hockey League tonight. Bunch of elimination Game 6s going on. After 1 period of play, Montreal with a 3-2 series lead is scoreless with the Tampa Bay Lightning on home ice. Canadians trying to close out that series this evening. Meanwhile, Buffalo with a 3-2 lead on the road against the Boston Bruins about halfway through the first period of that game, and Alex Tuck has his 4th of the postseason. 1-0 Buffalo in the lead there. Bruins have only, by the way, 2 shots on goal so far in that game. The other Game 6 coming up tonight, the Vegas Golden Knights with a 3-2 series lead against the Utah Mammoth. That game at Delta Center in Utah, dropping the puck at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Major League Baseball out-of-town scoreboard here for you. Reds and Pirates are in a rain delay. No word if they're going to be able to get back to that one or not tonight. Rangers up 4-0 on the Tigers, bottom of the 4th. Bottom of the 5th, Brewers 2-0 over the Nationals. The Yankees 5-1 over the Orioles, bottom of the 3rd. Also bottom of the 3rd, Red Sox 3-1 up on the Astros. Marlins 1-0 up on the Phillies. Also bottom 3. Bottom of the 4th, Rays 2, Giants 0. Games coming up later, you got Jays at the Twins. Dodgers at Cardinals. Braves are at the Rockies tonight. That is an 8:40 first pitch. Mets at the Angels. White Sox at Padres. Guardians at Athletics. Royals at Mariners. And one final from earlier today, a little matinee action. The Businessman Special Cubs with a 6-5 win over the Arizona Diamondbacks. And Braves at Rockies, by the way, the probables Holmes and Quintana heading to the mound for those 2 teams. Here, we've got a 2-1 PD IceCats lead after 1 period of play. And that's it for our first period intermission report. When we come back, second period action, skating 5 aside, Binghamton and PD here in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. I'll tell you what, it's an exciting night, and if you don't have your tickets for Game 2 tomorrow night, they're on sale right now through the Florence Center box office and online at Ticketmaster.com. We want you to come down here, help us pack this place out, and have a great time. So far, the energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement, all very, very high. And the IceCats carrying a 2-1 lead after 1 period of play. Back with second period action in just a moment. That's on tap and brought to you by Bud Light. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true.
me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Zapata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh.
Hey, grab me one too.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Back here on PD IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Second period action on tap and presented by Bud Light. 2-1 your score. Elijah Wilson on the power plate, Dennis Sychik even strength for the PD IceCats. Scott Ramakers even strength for the Binghamton Black Bears. They've amended, by the way, the PD shot total to 11 shots in the first period, 12 for the Binghamton Black Bears. That sounds about right. Both teams had plenty of opportunity. Both goaltenders were forced to make some saves. And now, the long change in the second period. IceCats rolling left to right on their radio dial. In their black home uniforms with the baby blue buckets, black pants, black socks with the red, gray, and baby blue stripes. Binghamton in their white road uniforms, reminiscent in many ways of New York Rangers uniforms, including the drop shadow on the numbers. And Binghamton spelt out across the chest from right shoulder to left hip, although their colors are green, black, and white. Face off at center. We're underway. Second period action. Binghamton controls, but coughs it up. McGill Diaz onto the left side. Will move across. Hamilton looking ahead. A bouncer is turned in from center. Frolov off a stanchion. It goes to the side of the net. Legcock trying to get up on it. Over there with Wilson. A centering attempt is bounced away to the near side. Frolov pulled down. Play continues. Left side, Yates. Yates out to center. Skating in on the left wing, driving wide. Knocked away by the stick of McGill Diaz. Puck at the side of the net. Hamilton will poke it back to that near corner. Played up the wall, now and out. And now a chance. Here's a breakthrough center. A bank pass onto the right wing. Cutting in. Frolov lost it in his skates, though. Anderson will play it back off the glass. Glove down there by Kirkby. Kirkby challenged by Legkoff. Gets it across. Anderson to center. He'll drive it himself, leaving it on the right side of Yates with a wrist shot blocked off Della Savita. Into the corner. Della Savita hobbling a bit. Puck stays left side now. There's a shot on goal. Save, rebound in front. Colgan the save. Paddle down. Puck is still free side of the net. And finally, Colgan able to come up with it. He hangs on for the face-off. And so an early challenge, 1:05 into the second period from the Black Bears. Face off to the right of Colgan. Stubbs in for the draw. Bouncing puck on the dot. Ends up on the near side of the left point. A backdoor feed. There's a chance. A shot save made. Rebound. And that one is steered wide as well. Jansen trying to wrap it around. Left point quickly over to the right side. Stone into the slot. Tipped on goal. Sticked away by Colgan. Puck on the right boards. Stubbs. Cycling it along into the slot. Stubbs rips one wide on the stick side. Around it bounces to the left point. DeRazio holding it up top. Stone through traffic. A shot. Colgan the save. Marcinkiewicz on the rebound. Trying to poke it into the corner. Patrick Marcinkiewicz after it. He'll lead it behind the net. PD looking to stretch here. They'll fling it ahead into the right side. DeRazio punched it back out past Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Zajac will go back to the D. Bedard left side. Lead ahead, tipped in, Zajac left side corner, up after it. Zajac, Dominic Marcinkiewicz around to the right side for Patricks. Patricks feeding into the point, but Razilov just getting there on the change, didn't arrive in time. Back at center, cutting across, here comes Patricks in, cutting in the high slot, he lost the handle on it. Boy, he had room too if he made that cut back to the left and kept the puck. Back comes Bondarenko to his left. Top of the near circle, in on goal. That one steered aside by Colgan. And now chopped ahead, and now Marcinkiewicz up the left side. Patrick's on the left wing, Dominic's with him. Patrick sending it around. Karam's on to the near corner. A backhand attempt to keep it alive by McGill Diaz. Puts it into the corner. Dominic's in front. Gullo, a shot tipped behind the net. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz kicked it right up through the slot. Taken away by Binghamton, though. And now that'll be dumped down from center. As Weber getting it in, and I believe they called that icing. Yep, he did not get to the strike. Looked close from here, but he didn't gain center ice. So the faceoff will come back down to the right of Dominic Temec. 2:45 into the second period. 2-1 your score. IceCats in the lead. And Binghamton having some players chase back off the ice on that icing call. Kirkby's going to be able to sneak off the ice here. So Sirota ends up being able to take the face off. Coaches will do that. And if they can get away with it, why not? They'll throw a bunch of extra players out there, try to create confusion, and then somebody stays out there who's not supposed to be out there. You get a couple of fresh legs. Face off is tied up and won back by Binghamton as they play it around. Bondarenko at center. Getting it ahead. Jansen will tip it into the corner. Sirota goes up after it. Run into by McGill Diaz. He'll poke it behind the net to Hamilton. Around the rim, Hamilton far side. Is tipped to center. Here comes Drew Welsh. Welsh up one-on-one. D right side. Poked into the corner. He goes to get it. He'll reverse it around to the left side. Hamilton down from the point. Driving into the corner. He's pulled down. Slides into the corner. He's all right, though. And back the other way comes Binghamton. Left side, there's a wrist shot. Fought off by Colgan. Rebound is slapped away, not out of danger. Anderson keeping it in. Tumbles behind the net. Slid around to the far side. It bounced away from Legkov off a stanchion. He couldn't clear it out. Then he got knocked down. Puck at the right point with a drive and a save. Colgan on that slap shot there by Ramekers. Gullo up the middle here. Hamilton to the right side. Welsh with the lead on the right wing. Pinned up on the boards, and it goes too far for Legkov. Ramekers back after. Both teams trying to hurry a change. Pass tipped down by Kirkby. Kirkby in behind the net after it. Wraps it around out in the slot area. Still with it. Turned it wide. And McGill Diaz up with it. Bank pass over the head of Anderson and unable to beat out the icing call is Houston Wilson. Wilson a little upset. He was open on the left side, but Miguel Diaz didn't want to go cross ice to him. I don't blame Miguel Diaz for not going cross ice up the middle of the ice. Rather be safe than sorry, for sure. Two-one IceCats. 3:59 into the second period. Binghamton wins the draw. Stone with a shot and a right pad save. Colgan. Puck on to the near side. Miguel Diaz on it. Up the boards. A bouncer. Left point. DeRazio able to hold it in. Back into the far corner. Bedard. Trying to get after it as centering. V goes right up the slot. Tapped away left point, but still not out. DeRazio shot and Colgan the save. Houston Wilson, far side. Frolov to the line again. Not out. DeRazio walks down the slot this time and scores. PD failing to clear the zone a couple of times. And finally, Binghamton makes them pay after an icing call with a tired line out there. PD's inability to clear ends up with a 2-2 tie. That's why you got to make that safe play off the boards and out. And when you tip it down into the slot like that, and I mean, DeRazio just had all day to walk it down. He scores his first goal of the playoffs. Binghamton will push back in now. Here they come. Pass down low. That one is deflected away. De La Savita into the left side corner up after. Lost his stick. Puck in the slot. Marcin Kevics hooked up. Can't get it out. Binghamton keeping it in. They'll put it to the shot. It's in on goal. Oh, save Colgan and the puck. Is it underneath him? Yes. Stubbs, I don't think that was supposed to go the way it went, but the puck gets in on goal. An awkward save for Colgan, but he makes it and fortunately is able to hold on to it. DeRazio's goal with assists to Kirkby and Swain. Face off to the left of Colgan, who's having a discussion with the referee. More than likely just having his equipment return supervised here as Colgan gets his gloves back on. Face off to his left. And a roller is one back. Kept it up top there by Jansen. Into the far side corner. Finally a chance to clear here for PD. And they bounce it out of the zone. Fired right back in by Ramekers. Colgan will paddle at his side. Up on the near wing. That one is cut down by Jansen. Jansen to the left point. Anderson. His shot is blocked on the way through. Jurgenite left side. And there's a chance. Jansen wristing it wide. Right point Ramekers quickly across the blue line, but he put it out. And now a turnover. Here's Elijah Wilson to his right. A shot forced wide behind the net. Welsh up after it in the left side corner. Wilson lost his stick in the process, and he's just going to head off the ice. Change begins here. Jansen on to the right side. Ahead to Bondarenko. In over the line. Anderson cutting in from the D spot. A shot blocked. Ends up in the far corner. Welsh on it. He'll move it ahead. And that one banked to the line. It does get out. Stefan sending it right back in. Around the rim it goes. Colgan tried to knock it down. Could not. Ends up out at center. Legkov over skating. Fed the pass behind Frolov. Binghamton trying to move it in. And that one, Stefan cut off on the far side with a hip check there. This is played around. Legkov can't deflect it out of the zone. See if PD can try to get the momentum back on their side offensively here as they bounce one out through center. And now it cuts right back in on Tomei, a bouncer there. Legkov and Cervoni came together for just a moment, but that's going to get us a whistle and a break here. 6:21 into the second period. We're now tied up at 2. Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
Looking to score big with your printing? M&M Printing and Graphics is your hometown team. From flyers, business cards, and posters to vinyl graphics, banners, and outdoor signage. We do it all. Whether you're promoting your business, cheering on your team, or bringing your brand to life, we've got the players and the skills to make it happen. Visit mmpg.us or call 843-662-2412. M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printer of the PD IceCats.
No matter which forklifts you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
Back here on IceCats hockey, tied at 2. 6:21 into the second period. Brought to you by Bud Light. Face off coming up to the right of Tomei. In the Binghamton zone, here's Leikoff off the draw with it. He'll wheel it in behind the net. Out the near side, Leikoff to the point. McGill Diaz could not hold it in, and now here's Yates going the other way. Leikoff with it. But from behind, there's a shot tipped in on goal. Colgan had to make a save on a redirect there. And now quickly PD the other way. Here's a feed. Frolov left side backing in. Frolov cutting in from the wing. Knocks a man down. Puck is free. Swept away to the left point. Not out. Kept in McGill Diaz. Looking. Wrister tipped in front. Saved Timmy and he'll hold on. Nice redirect by Frolov. And now we get a little bit of wrestling really for the first time in this game. It has not been overly physical. Houston Wilson knocked down in front, taking exception there. Tomei even out there to yak at Wilson. Face off to the right of the Binghamton net. Shot coming quickly and a right pad save by Tomei. Zajac around on it. He'll send it behind the net. Dominic Marcinkiewicz out there. Zajac left side pinned up on the wall. And now it's cleared ahead. Here's Bondarenko the other way for Binghamton on the right side. It's sent around the rim there by Jansen. Ends up on the near wing. Puck behind the net. Bondarenko tied up by Razilov. They form a pile back there. Finally pulled out. PD looking outlet through center here. If they can squeeze it ahead through the skates of Patrick Marcinkiewicz, he'll beat out an icing. Left side, he tried to leave it in front. Taken behind the net by Anderson. Around it comes to the point, but not out. Held in with a wrist shot, and Anderson blocked it. Now back up the left side. Here comes Bondarenko. He's got help with him. Cutting to his right. High slot. Tried to feed it across. That pass blocked. Patrick Marcinkiewicz on it. Up the wall. Off the mid of Dominics to center. Dominics is going to have to play it. He does. It continues. Left side roller. Dominics. Off angle shot. He scores! Dominic Marcinkiewicz finds room on the short side. 3-2 IceCats. Marcinkiewicz saw some daylight. He saw Tomei down, maybe just a little bit away from that near side post. And a wrist shot with a rolling puck, his second goal of the postseason. And the IceCats are back in front. PD will control. Let's get the call of the goal. IceCats back in with a chance to make the save. A little bit of milling around in front there right now. No assists labeled on that Marcinkiewicz goal. Smart play at center on that goal. Marcinkiewicz had to be the next player to touch the puck. Otherwise, the whistle would have blown because it went off his hand. Would have been a hand pass at center ice. Zajac was smart enough to just leave it alone and let Dominic Marcinkiewicz come in after the puck. He moves in on the left side. And again, just finding the daylight. Tomei was down in that reverse VH that goaltenders do. They get flat down on the ice. It does leave daylight over the right shoulder. And Dominics was able to find it as the puck out of play here. 8:14 into the second period. Face off to the right of the Black Bears goal. Sirota in for the face-off and across from Gullo. Sirota able to win it back, and Cervoni up the wall. Gets that one out to center, tossed right back in, and PD must tag up. On to the left side, Weber out to center, but fired right back in. Far side by Welsh. Cervoni's got to go over for it again. PD's going to start a change here. So that one deflects back into the IceCats end of things. No icing here. Bedard back after it. He'll leave it in the far corner. Wilson ramps it around. Welsh trying to tip it on right side. Legkov looking to get to it. He got it over the line, but couldn't come up with it. Wilson moving into the far side. DeRazio chasing it down. DeRazio back across. Weber pass to an open wing. And now Binghamton will bring it in over the line on the right side. They try to cut it into the slot, but they turn it over. And now quickly driving back. Here comes Legkov right side with Wilson ahead for Legkov. It goes into the far side. Stone in there after Legkov. DeRazio backhand to the left point. Hamilton takes a knee, keeps it in for a moment. And now it does come back out to center ice. Wilson picks it out of his skates, can't clear. Jansen to his left, walking in with a chance. Wraps it around far side, still doesn't shoot. There's one from up top that missed the net. Jansen walked all the way behind the net with it, had Colgan down, couldn't wrap it around though. Dumped back the other way by PD. 9:35 into the second period. 3-2 IceCats here in Game 1, Commissioner's Cup Final. Frolov on the left side. Across it goes. DeRazio with it. And he'll move it ahead. Yates skating it in. He'll drive wide on the left side. In behind the net. Out the far side. Yates. Far dot. High slot. Still with it. To his left. Near dot. Leaves it up. DeRazio. Right side. Stone with a shot. Blocked off the shaft of Razilov. And now a race. Stone hooking up Dominic Marcinkiewicz. He breaks away. In with a wrist shot. And Tomei way out on the angle to make the save. Turned over. Near side, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, but his feet in the slot taken away by Yates. Yates up the other way. Left side, wanted to find Kirkby. Kirkby wrapped up on the wall by Zajac. Flipped into the far corner. Bedard over after it. He'll bank it out to center. IceCats also need a change here. Patrick Marcinkiewicz will skate it in. Took a bump at the line. Kept Dominic's. Patrick's slot to his left. Into the corner. Zajac up top. And Jurgenite's got to go back after it. Now he puts it towards the goal. That one is blocked, goes to the far side corner. And now a high hit there and a penalty coming up. And for the second time tonight, it's going to be a Chick-fil-A power play when we return. 3-2 IceCats in the lead. 9:11 to go here in the second period, of Game 1. This is IceCats playoff hockey.
Hey, grab me one too.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. PD IceCats Hockey brought to you in part by Gatorade, the official thirst quencher, by XGen, the official recovery and rejuvenation partner, by Celsius, the official energy drink, by Pepsi, the official soft drink, and Pepsi Zero, the official soft drink of IceCats goaltenders. On to the Chick-fil-A power play for the second time tonight, where PD is 1 for 1. Elijah Wilson had the power play goal back in the first. Face off to the right of Tomei. And it's an elbowing minor assessed against Swain. Face on to the right of Tomei. Gullo. Elijah Wilson to the point. Hamilton over to the right side. Houston Wilson in with a shot over top of the net. McGill Diaz on the left side. Elijah Wilson to the half wall to help out. Tried to feed it to the point. Bondarenko stole it away. And he moves it down the ice. Wilson will leave it back. They're now get it back on the right side. Houston Wilson ahead. Sending it back to Hamilton. Hamilton left side of McGill Diaz. McGill Diaz in over the line. Feed was a little too far ahead there for Gullo, and it's fired back down. 1:23 to go on the power play. Houston Wilson back for the puck, leaving it to Hamilton. On to the left side. Here they come. McGill Diaz leading it in. Up top to Hamilton. Hamilton feeds it over to Wilson. Right point. Back up top, Hamilton. Hamilton. McGill Diaz. Far circle to Hamilton, but too hot. And outside the blue line it goes. Jake Hamilton's going to wheel back. Watched by Tyson Kirkby. Swings away from him. 47 seconds to go on the man advantage. And now, the first power play unit out there, Marcinkiewicz twins with Legkov, Frolov, and Zajac. And they'll bring it ahead. Patrick Marcinkiewicz to the line, but in a little early, Legkov draws the whistle.
Outside IceCats.
Sirota in for the face-off here, across from Zajac. Zajac able to kick it on back. Legkov will leave it off. Patrick Marcinkiewicz wheeling all the way back in his own end, keeps it. Saw Sirota coming onto the right side, driving in his Legkov, cutting in behind the D, and a goal to the back, and he scores! What an individual effort out of Alex Legkov! The FPHL Rookie of the Year does it again! Two for two on the power play. And it's 4-2 IceCats. Legkov was not going to be denied on that one. He went to the backhand, Tomei sliding to his right. And he just kept pushing at the left pad of the goaltender until that puck got in across the line. Legkov's fourth of the postseason. Left side, here comes Welsh driving in with a backhand. Tomei forced to make a save of the near post. Wedge back out by Binghamton. So the momentum goes right back to PD. Anderson has to wheel in his own end. Left side, here's Cox up on the forecheck, pushing Anderson off, forcing him back around the near side. It's turned over. Oh, boy, Welsh had a stick chop there by Bondarenko, but he's back after it again. Tried to shoot. Bondarenko blocked it. And now it's sent down by Binghamton. Here's a race. That'll be icing. Black Bears ice the puck with 6:44 to go in the second. 4-2 PD. Legkov on the goal. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, and they say Elijah Wilson the secondary assist. Face off to the left of the Binghamton net. Bondarenko trying to push it ahead to the line. On the line, it was not kept in. Well, that was close, but no Cupid doll. So the drop will come just in front of the IceCats bench. Out at center on the far side. Zajac into the face-off there, and he'll push it ahead a little bit, but it's scooped up by Yates. He's going to go back the other way for Binghamton. Now let's hear the Black Bears' responses here. There's a pass right in on Kirkby. A shot blocked. Yates tried to jam it in on goal, and it's caught by Colgan. Oh, here we go. Stick's getting up a little bit. And now we get a little bit of wrestling. It's taken us half a hockey game to get here, but the ire is now up. Dominic Smarson-Kevics getting involved over there as well. Kirkby ends up without a helmet, as does Jurgenite. Kirkby having some words to the officials. And now we are going to get another penalty. Actually, we're getting 2 penalties. It's going to be Swain and Dominic Smarson-Kevics, coincidentals for roughing. .13:34, time of the penalties. So 4-on-4. Got a little extra room to roam out there for the boys. Face off to the left of Colgan. One to the point. DeRazio on the blue line did keep it in. Binghamton with possession, right point. Here's Stone. Stone with a wrister. Colgan save, rebound, scooped up by McGill-Diaz, and a penalty. In behind the play, a holding call against Hamilton. And so now, for the first time, we'll see the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill, as the Black Bears to their first power play of the final. You knew that pendulum had to swing back the other way at some point. .13:46, time of the penalty. Binghamton's power play, 5 of 16, 31.3%, has been on fire here in the postseason. 16 of 22 on the kill, 72.7 for PD. Well, let's see if they can do their job here. 4-on-3 is a lot different kind of kill, too. A lot of room out there. And Binghamton will possess the puck. DeRazio falls at the line, loses it in a shorthanded chance. Moving up on the right side, in a shot, and just putting it high was Zajac. Zajac on the rebound, trying to kill some clock back there, and now he'll scoot back down the ice. Oh my goodness. DeRazio stumble at the line and a great scoring chance. Left side, Jansen. Up top, DeRazio. Jansen, left circle. DeRazio, middle of the blue line. Jansen, DeRazio. Jansen, dot. Jansen, DeRazio, high slot. Wrist shot, Colgan the save, no rebound. Brandon Colgan took that one right in the chest protector. There was nowhere for that one to go. Nice job by the IceCats defending. There was nothing available across ice, nothing on the back door. DeRazio electing eventually just to shoot it. 1:01 to go in the coincidental roughing calls. 1:13 to go in the holding call against Hamilton. Face off to the right of Colgan. I guess actually I can't really label them coincidentals, can I? Because it's 4-on-4. Gullo's going to take a loop out of the face-off circle here. Trying to push it ahead. A bounce to the line is knocked out, and now racing at is Della Savita. Why not? Left side in. Rich shot to May with a left pad save, and Della Savita will dig back. How about that? Couple of short-handed chances. Yates back in with it. Yates far circle in. Wrist shot, and that one found the glass. Left side, Stone down the wall. Will feed it down low, get it back. He'll switch with Yates. Yates near dot, in, backdoor feed. That pass tipped on the way across by McGill-Diaz. 27 seconds to go in the 4-on-3. Then it'll be 5-on-4. Kirkby, right side corner. And a chance there is taken away, but Kirkby quickly on it. Sirota ran into traffic. Stone up top, middle of the blue line. And his shot, a right pad save, Colgan. Left half wall, Yates. Off it to the dot, a shot, and that one deflected wide by Della Savita. Around it goes up top, Kirkby. Kirkby weaving into the slot, slapped that, backhand try, Colgan save, he couldn't get the rebound though. But up top, Stone keeping it in, 5-on-4 now. Yates backdoor feed, and that one's deflected away by Miguel Diaz. Puck stays low, Kirkby feeds it right in front, Colgan knocks it away, a puck to the line, and Hamilton out of the box, they've killed it off. Huge penalty kill. Binghamton still with a puck. Left point, Stone. Onto the left side. Shot coming in is blocked. Rebound sitting in the slot. They tie up over. Puck is still loose. And now it's flipped out down the ice. I don't mind the icing here for PD because we're going to get a break. And even though they'll have 3 defensemen out there, they will get a chance to set things up for themselves. And now Gullo and Kirkby yakking at center. 3:50 to go in the second. 4-2 IceCats. We're back in the more Game 1 action in a moment. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
Go. Out in London, that's my ting. Slide through streets, help box and bings. In the streets, the life get crazy. Falling asleep, my eye get lazy. Ain't God on my side, it's forever. Don't come run if you dance with the devil. Ain't even through the rainy weather. Me and the brothers, we stick together.
Don't know if I'm red or blue like Manchester. 12 of my bone that the phone up Leicester. Men got too many bars like a cliff. Tofi and Tommy, we doing it diff. Had to medicate, roll up a spliff. Ganja stink, I can't even sniff.
Open the scat with a wristlet diff. Funny banter instead of
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Pata's Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, well, always fresh.
Second period action, 3:50 to go. Here in the second period, presented by Bud Light. 4-2 your score. PD in the lead over Binghamton. Face off to the left of Brendan Colgan. They got the wave going here. So a good chance for the IceCats at least to reset after the icing, even though they can't change the personnel. With 3 defensemen out on the ice, they can at least figure it out, and now they do get it to center. They'll push up the left wing side, a chance in towards the front, a shot, Tomei with a save. Dominic Marcinkiewicz with an excellent chance on the backhand, calling for the change now, able to get off the ice. And it's clear the other way, Houston Wilson, and he'll beat out an icing. Centering feed went off the side of the net, and Tomei will cover before Wilson can get back to it. 4-2 your score. PD in the lead. Game 1 of this best-of-5 Commissioner's Cup final. Wilson in for the draw. He'll win it back, Legkov. Legkov is hooked up, trying to handle it on the right side, looking to push it into the corner. Over to help him out. Frolov swings it around to the far side. Now for the left point, Jurgenite keeping it alive behind that. Legkov into the slot. Quick shot to May. A right shoulder save there on Houston Wilson. Frolov back all the way to his own end. Pestered back there. He has to just flip it back the other way. Stone chips it left side. Bondarenko at the line. Pulls it back. Binghamton changing. Sent in around the rim. Colgan stays put. Kept in on the left side. Houston Wilson into the corner after it. Reversing it around. Jurgenite will rip it around the rim. Down the ice it goes. This could be icing, and it is.
Icing on the IceCats.
Face shot will go back into the PD end. Game 2 tickets are now on sale tomorrow night here at 7:15 through the Florence Center box office, online at Ticketmaster.com. The IceCats hosting Game 2 against Binghamton tomorrow night, and those are the last 2 home games of the year, tonight and tomorrow night. No matter what happens in Binghamton, in this best-of-5, you get the first 2 at home when you're the lower seed. IceCats able to poke the puck over the line out to center through the skates of Legkov. Anderson pushing it back in on the left wing into the corner. Bedard Bedard trying to get over after it. It's reversed around, kept in by Binghamton. A centering feed is taken away in front. Bounce to the line, not out. Anderson to his right. To the far dot, wrist shot, and that one is tipped wide and does get out to center. PD continuing to piecemeal through this change here after the icing call, but getting through it. Welsh, far side, into the corner. Jurgenite tied up over there. Bedard looking to help him out. Up past Welsh, right point Durazio. Rolling puck, keeps it in. Feeds it deep. Ends up on the near side. PD, a bouncer to center. Elijah Wilson collects. He'll move it ahead. Getting it back now. Welsh to Wilson. High slot. Gullo, a chance. Right pad save to May. Wilson behind the net. Out the near side, Elijah Wilson. Hooked off in the corner. Feeds it around. Welsh letting it go onto the left wing side. Off-angle chance there is blocked as Zajac tried to slide it through. Zajac staying up after it. Deflects the clearing attempt. It rolls around on the near wing. Past Miguel Diaz. Now Marcinkiewicz twins out there now. Zajac across. Here's Patrick's right side to Dominic's. And that one too far in the lead. Around to the left point. Held in by Hamilton. Down low, Patrick's put it right up the slot. A bouncer glove down. Kept in Dominic's. Ooh, backdoor feed for Zajac. Tipped away. Up top, Miguel Diaz. Last minute of play here in the period. Miguel Diaz tripped up. 2-on-1 the other way. Yates moving in left side. In delay. Shoots. Save. Colgan rebound. They jab away. It's free. On to the near side. Puck to the left point. Durazio fakes. Doesn't shoot. Now a chance off the outside of the goalpost perhaps. Puck stays out. Again on the left wing side. Miguel Diaz on it. And we get a whistle. And Colgan's helmet has come off. 33.8 seconds to go in the second period. Face-off will stay in the IceCats end. Colgan trying to fix, might have had a buckle pop on the mask. Looks like it's okay. For the life of me, I don't understand why all of those buckles are plastic. And we see it happen several times a season. A goalie will take one off the mask, and that little plastic buckle snaps. And they just, every time. I mean, I know it's lighter weight than using metal. I mean, it might be a couple ounces, whatever your competitive edge is, but boy, those things just break so much. But Colgan's okay. I always worry about when the goaltender's mask comes off, period. There's a shot by Bondarenko. Blocker saved by Colgan. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. On the puck, he'll flip it to an open wing. Miguel Diaz, 15 seconds to go in the period. Sends it deep too far for Dominic's. That's going to be an icing call.
Icing on the IceCats.
And so the draw will come back into the PD end. Getting a little ornery out there, but nothing too crazy. Again, long series, best of 5. This is only game 1. PD's got a 4-2 lead with 11.3 seconds to go in the period. Here in this second stanza, presented by Bud Light. Stay tuned for the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. Off the faceoff, there's a shot popped away by the blocker of Colgan. Rebound handled up in the air, and that comes down on a play. Looked like it was deflected. Binghamton wants to delay a game call, but I'm pretty sure that ramped right off a stick. The referee's going to talk to the linesman. Binghamton saying it was wedged out, but from up here, it looked like it was deflected off a Binghamton stick. I had a pretty good look at it. The referees and the linesmen are going to talk about it, but I thought that hit the shaft of the stick of one of the Binghamton players. This is a pretty critical call. Nope, deflected. No penalty. Dropping the puck, a bit of a formality here with 0.5 seconds to go in the period. Kirkby, a right-hand shot, is just going to pretty much try to just rip this towards the net and hope something good happens. Houston Wilson is going to try to keep him from doing it. He did get the shot off, and it's deflected wide. And the horn sounds. The second period comes to a close. And the PD IceCats scored twice more. Binghamton actually tied this game up at 2. But then Florence, well, they had a couple more. And after one period of play, it was a 2-1 lead for PD. Now it's a 4-2 lead. 40 minutes in the books here in Game 1 of this best-of-5 Commissioners Cup final. We'll take a break. And when we come back in the second period intermission report brought to you by Yokohama Tires, we're going to wrap up the scoring for you. Take a look back inside the numbers. And then we are going to end up with the out-of-town scoreboard update on the NHL games and Major League Baseball as well. A couple of teams facing elimination tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Stay tuned. All that and more coming your way. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Looking to score big with your printing? M&M Printing and Graphics is your hometown team. From flyers, business cards, and posters to vinyl graphics, banners, and outdoor signage, we do it all. Whether you're promoting your business, cheering on your team, or bringing your brand to life, we've got the players and the skills to make it happen. Visit mmpg.us or call 843-662-2412. M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printer of the PD IceCats.
Let's go. Out in London, that's my ting. Slide through streets, help box and bings. In the streets, the life get crazy. Falling asleep, my eye get lazy. Ain't God on my side, it's forever. Don't come run if you dance with the devil. Ain't even through the rainy weather. Me and the brother, we stick together.
Don't know if I'm red or blue like Manchester. 12 of my bund at the phone up Leicester. Men got too many bars like a cliff. Tofi and Tommy, we doing it diff. Had to medicate, roll up a spliff. Ganja stink, I can't even sniff.
Open the scat with a wristlet diff. Funny banter instead of.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by McLeod Health and Fitness Center, the wellness leader. Austin and Associates. The right agent can lead the way. Hertz Car Rentals. Smart deals for any destination. Sports Clips Haircuts. The pros in men's and boys' hair.
Back here in the Yokohama Tires second period intermission report, Tom Callahan here with you and the PD IceCats. Binghamton Black Bears, game one of the Commissioner's Cup final. 40 minutes in the books. And I'll tell you what, it's gone every bit of probably how you'd want to draw it up if you're the PD IceCats. Maybe you want one of your goals back, but right now to be leading 4-2 after 2 periods of play, can I say not too shabby? And I think that is exactly the case for this IceCats team. I mean, that is absolutely impressive, the way they have come out here and done such a great job against this Black Bears team. 40 minutes in, and to have a 2-goal lead at home in game one, the first time you've ever in franchise history showed up in the final, not to mention it's your inaugural season. This team is just flying high right now. It was 2-1 after 1. PD had the lead. However, 4:28 into the second period, DeRazio evens things up. Couple of failed clears on the IceCats side of things, and they were unable to get the puck out of the zone. Eventually, DeRazio is able to crash down from the slot. Had a wide-open look and beats Brendan Colgan for his first of the postseason from Kirkby and Swain, and that tied the game up at 2. And then at 7:51, back come the IceCats. It's Dominic Marcinkiewicz, a goal that right now is still reading as unassisted. I don't know if that's going to change or not, but a clearing attempt that goes off the glove of Dominic Marcinkiewicz, and the puck goes to center. Now, the smart play here is by Dennis Zajac, who leaves that puck alone because Dominic Marcinkiewicz has to skate onto the puck and be the next player to touch the puck in order for play to continue without a whistle because the puck had gone to center. Well, he does. And so Marcinkiewicz is able to come up with it and skate ahead in on the left wing side. He was actually pretty deep below the circle when he let his shot go. Tomei was down in the reverse VH with his right pad flat on the ice, down against the post, and just there was daylight up there. And Marcinkiewicz found it. His second goal of the postseason, 7:51, and it's 3-2 PD. It became 4-2 on the power play. Another power play goal for the IceCats as they are now 2 for 2 in this game with a man advantage. Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Elijah Wilson the assists, and this time it was all Alex Legkov. He was not to be denied. Driving into the right wing side, Legkov able to use his speed to get wide and around the D. Cutting it on goal, Tomei put the left pad, out to make the save as Legkov, the left-hand shot, cut across to his left, then went back to the backhand. Tomei stuck the leg out, but Legkov kept the stick driving into the left pad of the goaltender Tomei, pushed the puck in over the line, and the goal, his fourth, ends up with a 4-2 lead for the IceCats and another power play marker. So you've got to love that. If you are the IceCats, capitalizing on the power play the way they have is absolutely huge. 2 for 2 with a man advantage. And, I mean, Gary Graham always says, hey, special teams is key. And you don't necessarily need a crystal hockey puck to predict that, but, boy, it's really nice when your team is winning that special teams battle. Binghamton 0 for 1 in the man advantage. Their only power play was there in the second. 2 for 2 now for the IceCats after scoring on their only chance in the second period. Shots in the game now listed 18 in the second period for Binghamton. That means they have 30 for the game so far through the first 2 periods of play. And 11 in the first, and now 10. The shot total in the second, 21 shots for the PD IceCats so far in this one. We'll take a break. When we come back with more of this Yokohama second period intermission report. On the other side, time for the out-of-town scoreboard. So stay tuned for that. We'll update you what's going on in the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs, Major League Baseball, and more coming your way. 4-2 PD after 2. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
In the heart of Florence, South Carolina, discover Palmetto Smiles, where artistry meets advanced dental care, led by Dr. Brian Sang. Dr. Sang is a highly trained implant and cosmetic dentist dedicated to transforming smiles with advanced techniques. He's committed to continuing education and bringing the latest methods to every patient. At Palmetto Smiles, comprehensive dentistry is under one roof: general care, restorative solutions, TMJ therapy, delivered with compassion. Ready for a healthier, more beautiful smile? Call 843-203-5155 or visit palmettosmiles.com. Dr. Brian Sang and his team can't wait to welcome you.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slapshot away. Go IceCats!
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories, it deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told.
Southco Commercial Curb Appeal is the trusted partner for businesses in Florence and surrounding areas that want to maintain a clean, safe, and attractive commercial properties. With our wide range of services, from sweeping and landscaping to snow and ice treatment, we're here to ensure your property remains in pristine condition all year long. Southco Commercial Curb Appeal. Experience the difference.
No matter which sport clips you walk into, you'll know it's special. And just for you. Our stylists don't guess your best cut. They are experts in men's and boys' hair. Our cutting zone has all the basics in specialized equipment, from our comfortable cutting chairs to an array of specialized cutting tools and clippers. We got you covered. Visit Sport Clips of Florence today, located at 1940 Hoffmeyer Road, Suite D. We are the pros in men's hair.
Del Massimo Ristorante Italiano, where culinary passion meets the art of hospitality. Established in 2010, our restaurant was born out of a love for authentic flavors and a commitment to providing our guests with a memorable dining experience. At Del Massimo, we believe that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of culture and community. Whether you're here for a cozy dinner, a festive celebration, we look forward to serving you.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Margarita's Mexican Restaurant, where every dish is a celebration of taste. Tomlinson Sales. Get your PD IceCat apparel here. 7 locations to serve you. Something to Remember Wedding Productions. 2 decades of love stories, beautifully told. And the official videographic designer for the PD IceCats.
Back here on the Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. Tom Callahan here with you. 40 minutes in, it is 4-2 IceCats. Game 1. Game 2 right back at it again. The same 2 teams tomorrow night. It is a best-of-5 series. The scene will shift to Binghamton next Friday and then Saturday and Sunday if necessary. All right, time to take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. And in the National Hockey League, 3 games tonight. And 3 teams facing elimination. The Lightning and the Canadiens remain scoreless in the third period of that game in Montreal. Montreal with a 3-2 series lead, trying to close it out at home. Towards the end of the second, the Buffalo Sabres have a 3-2 lead over the Boston Bruins. David Pastrnak with his third of the postseason. Matthias Samuelsson and Alex Tuch for the Sabres. And that one is Buffalo trying to polish off Boston with a 3-2 lead in that series. On the road, And then Game 6 tonight, Vegas with a 3-2 lead over the Utah Mammoth. On the road in Salt Lake at Delta Center, trying to wrap up that series. The Mammoth trying to force a deciding Game 7. Puck drops 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Bunch of games in MLB are underway right now. Blue Jays with a 3-2 lead over the Twins, top of the fourth. Middle of the seventh, Rangers, Tigers tied at 4. Top of the fourth, Pirates and Reds finally got back underway. Pirates 3-0 over the Reds. 4-1 Brewers over the Nationals. That's top of the eighth inning. 5-2 Yankees over the Orioles, middle of the seventh, also mid-7. Red Sox 3, Astros 1. Top of the sixth, Phillies 2, Marlins 1. Bottom of the eighth, 3-0 Rays over the Giants. Bottom of the third, Cardinals 3-1 over the Dodgers. Just getting it going in the bottom of the first inning, the Colorado Rockies already out to a 5-0 lead over the Atlanta Braves. They came out absolutely flying. Mets and the Angels, that's 9:38, 9:40. White Sox at Padres, Guardians at Athletics, Royals at Mariners also about the same time. And then one final from earlier, Cubs 6-5 over the Diamondbacks in matinee action. Here it's 4-2 after 2 periods of play. And right now, 4 different goal scorers lighting the lamp for your PD IceCats. And boy, you have to love the depth of scoring. Elijah Wilson, Dennis Zajac, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, Alex Lykov. All the names you'd want to see on the sheet, and a couple others, including Nick McGill-Diaz, right now with a 2-assist night. By the way, just a real quick scoring addendum for you. They have added an assist to Patrick's Marcinkiewicz on the Dominic's Marcinkiewicz goal at 7:51. So no longer listed as unassisted. And then also on the Zajac goal, they have added an assist to Legkov, so it now reads Zajac from McGill-Diaz and Legkov back in the first. So a couple of scoring updates there for you on those goals. So 4-2 after 2. We're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for third period action presented by Pepsi. That's it for that Yokohama Tire second period intermission report. And right now, things look good, but we're at least 20 minutes away from the conclusion here, so come on back and join us. See if the IceCats can close out their first ever Commissioner's Cup win here in Game 1 against the Binghamton Black Bears. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
Welcome to the PD region, where Southern charm meets unforgettable adventure. Paddle scenic waterways, explore quiet trails, and experience nature at its finest. Savor local flavors, discover vibrant downtowns, and shop unique boutiques. From live music to hometown festivals, there's always something happening. The PD region, authentic, welcoming, and waiting for you. Plan your visit at pdtourism.com.
Ding dong.
Mountain Dude?
The mountain is calling.
Give me a mountain, lots to do. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and that cool, refreshing mountain dew. Yeah, give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it.
Welcome to Zapata's, your best choice for authentic Mexican food. Whether you want to stop by for brunch or bring your whole family in for Taco Tuesday, our restaurant offers excellent Mexican cuisine with premium ingredients and artful presentations made by our master chefs. 2 locations to serve you in Florence and in Hartsville. Order online at zapatasrest.com. Patas Grill Mexican Restaurants. Good food, always fresh.
Hey, grab me one too.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by Stanley Steamer. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides professional deep cleaning services and comprehensive care for a cleaner, healthier home. Butler's Men's Shop, your one-stop shop for men. Everything from tuxedos and suits to sportswear. We have it all. Integrative Health Solutions, your partners in health.
Back here on IceCats Hockey, Tom Callahan here with you. Third period action, Game 1, Commissioner's Cup Final, 4-2. IceCats in the lead. Third period action presented by Pepsi. It is loud in here at Florence Center. IceCats rolling right to left on your radio dial to start period number 3. And it's going to be Houston Wilson with Frolov and Legkov. Miguel Diaz and Hamilton on D. Colgan in the net, down to our right. Tomei down to our left. Binghamton wins the draw. We're underway. At center, Wilson trying to turn that one the other way. It ends up back. Hamilton, right side, Houston Wilson. Knocks a pass out of the air, sends it across the line, it's deflected out to center, and Houston Wilson on it again. Will get dumped right in front of the Binghamton bench as he dumps it in. Hops back up. Binghamton able to carry the other way. Now they turn it over at center. Here's Wilson fighting off a hook. Left side has Legkov trying to leave it to him. And that one is cleared to the line, but not out. Miguel Diaz steps up to keep it into the corner. Legkov and a bouncing puck. He's wrapped up. Legkov to Wilson, back to Legkov. Legkov has help. Back on the right side. Lost the puck. A little bit of damp ice over there. Gets it back down low once again. Wilson trying to move it to Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Wilson on the right side. Legkov again to Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Turn around with a shot. Blocked. Ends up on the far side. Yates will loop back for it. Now Yates able to skate it out. He'll come the other way. Fire it around the wall. Colgan lets it go. Left side. Puck in on goal. Save Colgan. Rebound sitting there. A shot. And that one is blocked. Goes way up in the air. Comes out of play. Well, Delasavita's going to have to take a knee. And Colgan comes out with a head pat and a whack on the seat of the pants, but I don't think that's where he wants you to tap him right now. Delasavita was turned around when he blocked that one. And I think he might have a hard time taking a seat on the bench after that block, but he's a tough customer. Face off to the right of Colgan. Tied up on the circle, pushed away to the left point, chopped at. Nice job to get it out of the zone there down the ice by Elijah Wilson. No icing. Stone and Welsh into the corner on the Binghamton end of things. Wilson into the pile. Jansen pulls it free. And Binghamton will advance up the ice. Right side is pushed in by Stubbs and pushed right back out by PD to center. Stone, pestered by Welsh, spins away from him. Gullo pinched it off of the wall. You're going to fling it the other way, and that one's going to be an icing call. Actually, puck goes out of play. See if they're going to keep the face off at center. Yes, they are. They're going to put it just outside the PD blue line. 1:56 into the third period, presented by Pepsi. IceCats 4, Black Bears 2. Zajac out there with the Marcinkiewicz twins. And it's won back by Binghamton. They'll fire it in wide on the blocker side of Colgan as he waves it down with a waffle board. Left wing side, Weber into the corner. Looking for a little help. Stefan around the wall. Now it's punched away. Into the skates of Patrick Marcinkiewicz. He does battle it to center. Still trying to carry on. Had it tied up and now taken away. Binghamton back in. However, they turned it over, and now the puck sent to the near corner, but that one went through a couple different IceCats, and now Marcinkiewicz pulled down. Shot coming in is up over top of the net. Zajac around after it. He'll take the bump, get it ahead to Dominic's. Marcinkiewicz trying to cut in. Stefan after the loose puck, and it's banked back the other way. And now, back in behind the play, we got a penalty coming up. Patrick Marcinkiewicz in there. He is having a shoving match with Cervoni. Boy, don't even it up. Hamilton goes in there. PD was getting a power play as it was, and now the pile forms. We'll see if they keep the power play. They're 2 for 2 with a man advantage, and I understand, too, you want to set the tone. There was an initial call, and now Dominic's Marcinkiewicz is going to go into the box as well. Now let's see, Dominic's is in, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz is in. So the brothers in together. Also in, Zach Sirota. All of this coming just 2:41 into the third. So let's see, Sirota's getting high sticking, as is Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. So they both got the sticks up on one another. Question is, what is Patrick's Marcinkiewicz going to end up with? I thought Hamilton might be the guy going into the box. There's still nothing listed for Patrick's. Now there's another Binghamton player going into the box. Well, maybe not. They're just going over to talk to the referees. Well, your referees tonight, Carmine Vetrano and Bob Langdon, taking a look at it. So all we can do is kind of wait this one out. Well, they take a look back at the iPad here. Crowd singing along here to some Bon Jovi. Elijah Wilson, Dennis Zychik, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, Alex Lake the goal scorers for PD in this one. Ramekers and Durazio for the Black Bears. It's 4-2. Just 2:41 into this third period. We're still waiting on a review and a subsequent call. I can tell you that IceCats hockey brought to you in part by Propel Water, the official water, by MUSC, the official medical provider, by McLeod Fitness Center, the official workout facility, Gorget Distilling Company, the official distillery, and Powers Properties, the official housing partner. Decision has been made. Referees talking to the captains. Kirkby has the news, and Miguel Diaz is still there, so that to me says that's not good. It is a 4-minute double minor for high sticking against Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. So that means the Black Bears will have a couple of power plays. Oh, double minor for attempted headbutt. Well, that's not been called all season. But back to the Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill, where the IceCats are 1 for 1. They're going to start with a clear. Crowd voicing their displeasure here. It's up to Gullo, Zychik, Hamilton, and Bedard. And of course, 2 of the best penalty killers in the box are PD. But Zychik disrupts, Hamilton clears, and Binghamton must regroup. Durazio's going to bring it ahead. He'll push it into the left side corner. Swung around to the near side, went off the skate of Hamilton. And it ends up around to the right point, Stubbs. Bondarenko. Durazio, right point now once again. Backdoor feed, that one leaked off the stick of Bondarenko. And now it's fed back up top. Durazio quickly down low. Bondarenko bottom of the circle into the slot area. Puck is free and chipped aside by Houston Wilson. And it's fired down by Frolov, who skips one in on Tamay. IceCats keeping them short here on the penalty kill. Back in comes Binghamton. Set up on the right side. Jansen on the half ball puck in towards the front of the net. Out the far side there as it goes across the crease. Miguel Diaz around the rim and down once more. 2:34 to go in the double minor for attempted headbutt against Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Binghamton leaving it off as they attack with speed left side, but it's chopped going through the middle. Razalov over to Zychik, and he'll bounce it down. Here comes Welsh as Tamay plays it away. Back on the near side, Binghamton moving in on the wing. Swain curling off in the corner. He's tied up, puck in his skates, trying to pull it free to the far side. Yates up the near wall to the point, but that's picked off and cleared out by Welsh. Nice job by Welsh, just had his stick in the right place, able to intercept the pass and send it down into the second half of the double minor now. Power play chance number 3 for the Black Bears. Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill continues. Binghamton back in again. Right side, Kirkby, bottom of the near circle. Kirkby pressured on the wall, pinned up by Hamilton. Puck on the near side, into the slot. Yates walks in with a shot, tried to go stick side, missed, and Gullo, nice job on the stick check to make sure he didn't get much on it. Bedard will flip it out. 1:23 to go with the man advantage. Bondarenko leaving it off, and here comes Binghamton. They'll break in on the right wing side. DeRazio carries it deep, puck right in on goal, and Colgan wastes no time covering that one. 1:11 to go on the man advantage. Dominic Smarson-Kevics out of the box. As is Sirota. And so we go to a break. 5.5 gone here in this third period. Presented by Pepsi. Back of the more in a moment. 4-2 IceCats in the lead. This is IceCats playoff hockey.
At the Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, we strive to help our clients in whatever situation they are facing. Whether you need help with criminal law, personal injury, or family law, our hard-working team will assist you throughout the process with compassion and integrity. Our goal is to always provide our clients with outstanding representation and advocacy throughout their case. The Law Office of W. James Hoffmeyer, serving South Carolina since 1992.
Welcome to Seminar Brewing, where craft beer meets culinary delight. Located at 551 West Lucas Street in the heart of Florence, we offer an unforgettable experience for beer enthusiasts and food lovers alike. Pair your favorite brew with our mouth-watering menu. Our kitchen serves up everything from savory snacks to hearty meals, all crafted to complement our beers perfectly. Seminar Brewing. Taste the difference that local passion makes.
All right. We are back with 5.5 minutes gone here in the third period, presented by Pepsi. Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. PD here in Florence Center leading 4-2 over Binghamton. Game 2 tomorrow night, 7:15. Tickets on sale right now through Ticketmaster.com and online. Online at Ticketmaster, and then at the Florence Center box office. Binghamton on the power play here. They win the draw and a shot. Oh boy, that hit Kirkby in front. Oh, he is not a happy camper. That got him in the back of the pants. He is going to limp that one out to center and try to skate it off. Puck cleared down. 1 minute to go on the man advantage for Binghamton. Nice job on the back check here by Dennis Sidecheck. Boy, what can you say about him? He works so hard every single shift. Puck ahead to Razio. His shot save. Colgan rebound bouncing in the slot. Wilson can't clear. Bondarenko holding it in. Bondarenko flips it over to the left side off a skate. Now a chance to send it down, and Zajac will do just that. Stretch pass ahead. Stubbs waiting for it. Tipped in by Bondarenko. Hamilton takes body on him. McGill Diaz there. Hamilton pushing it around the far side. Gullo on the wall. Puck ends up left point. Stays in. 25 seconds of the man advantage. Far side Kirkby. Into the corner. Curling. Nowhere to go with it. Jansen banks it up to the left point to Razio. Jansen pestered on the wall. McGill Diaz on him. Time ticking down. 10 seconds. Side of the net, a shot. Colgan saved. Rebound and skates. Gullo pulls it out. He'll rip it around. Down it goes, and that's it. They kill off the double minor. Patrick Smarson-Kevics out of the box. Bounced to center by Binghamton. Played along, and a whistle and a hand pass. Well, you couldn't hear the whistle for a minute there. The crowd responding to the penalty kill. .6:54 gone in the third. This crowd is still rocking here at Florence Center. And it's one back. Razilov try to clear it out. Put it right into the boots there of Sargis. Puck in the near side corner. Out the far side of centering attempt into the slot. No shot from Anderson. He feeds it up top. Shot. Colgan save. Big rebound. Sitting there. A turnaround chance. Stefan save. Colgan. He holds on. Face-off will come to his right. Bedard and Jurgenite, the D pair for Gullo, Elijah Wilson, and Welsh. Gullo in across from Sargis for the faceoff. Czar just won't get in there yet. Still waiting. Gullo wins it back. Bedard on it. Try to wedge it ahead, but it ends up with Welsh anyway. He'll move it ahead to Elijah Wilson to his right. Puck into the right wing corner. He'll swing it around to the left point where Jurgenite is waiting and right back down the rim. Welsh on the left side. Cycles up the wall. Feeds it down, and now it's played around onto the right wing, down for the point, Bedard. Bedard looks to swing it in front, deflects behind the net. Elijah Wilson spilled down in the high slot there. As Binghamton ends up with an Anderson looping behind his own net, challenged by Welsh, trying to go far side to the line, not out, kept in by Bedard. Or no, oh, it looked like he kept it in. They say no. Bedard took exception to a little bit extra on the hit at the line there and went back after Sirota. Lions are getting in there on that one. 7:51 gone here in the third. 4-2 IceCats, game 1. Commissioner's Cup final, game 2 tomorrow night here. Games 3 and then 4 and 5 if necessary in Binghamton next weekend. Zajac in for the face-off. In across from Stubbs. Lenkov on the right side trying to move up after it. Bondarenko turning with it. We'll move it across. Jansen onto the left wing side. Binghamton advancing in over the line here. And a backhand feed, that one up into the netting on a play. Fakes off to the left of Colgan. Zajac in for the draw. Across from Stubbs, he wins it back. Hamilton steering it over to McGill Diaz. Right side, Lenkov rolling it along to Razio. Just sends it back the other way, and at center, Hamilton will dump it in from the stripe. Lenkov up in the forecheck, and he and Razio tie up in the corner. Stone over to help out. Can't clear it out, though. Kept in by Zajac. Behind the net to Lenkov. Centering feed off the skate of Zajac. He couldn't shoot. Curls on the right wing. Now he lets it go. Deflected wide of the net. Down to the left point, Hamilton. And now it's flipped out to center, chased down by McGill Diaz. He's got to come back after it. Cole going to leave it there for him as he's got Bondarenko hot on his tail. McGill Diaz will flip it ahead, try to get in after it while his mates are changing. Dump back the other way. That should be icing, and it is. So PD will get the change, and Binghamton will not. 8:52 gone here in the third. 4-2 your score. With a face-off to the left of Tomei, and the Binghamton net hasn't been as called upon here in the third. Houston Wilson in for this face-off, trying to win it back, tying up, and it's won back by Kirkby, bounced out off the glass, past Delasavita down the ice. And Razilov will come back for it. Razilov with a pass on the right wing side through the skates of Welsh, and it's turned back in Delasavita after it. Around the rim it goes, into the skates of Jake Cox. Razilov trying to help him out. On the wall, Cox battling. Swain out with it. Shot from the right point, wide by Anderson. Left side, Yates curling. Pressured over there. Delasavita wraps him up, puts him into the boards. Houston Wilson to pick that puck out of there. And he'll flip it away to center. Yates still wrapped up with Houston Wilson. Now it's dumped back in. Crowd reacting to what's going on behind the play. And Houston Wilson a little hurt going off there. Hope he's okay. Tipped down the Weising into the Binghamton end. We'll keep an eye on Houston Wilson, who's taking a seat right now on the bench. And a centering feed off of Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Pinballs into the left corner. Dominics with a shot through traffic. And that one was blocked. Back comes Binghamton in offside. 9:57 to go in the third. Just past the halfway mark of this final frame presented by Pepsi. 4-2 IceCats. We're back with more in a moment. This is PD IceCats Playoff Hockey.
McLeod Health is committed to helping you obtain a healthy lifestyle and improve your overall health. Medically trained in the areas of fitness and nutrition, we can help you reduce your risk for certain diseases and live a long, healthy life. through fitness and wellness programs, community health education, and 2 medically based wellness centers. McLeod Health is with you on your journey to better health. Discover a new you at McLeod Health and Fitness Centers.
Get ready to savor the flavors of our long-standing family recipes bursting with authenticity and love. Indulge in the vibrant colors and aromas that create a fiesta for your senses with every bite. Your journey through our menu is a delicious adventure guided by tradition and the freshest ingredients Mother Earth has to offer. Come join us at 842 Woody Jones Boulevard in Florence. Order online at margaritasmexicanrestaurants.com. Margaritas. Experience the love in every bite.
Dee IceCats playoff hockey brought to you in part by Cumulus Radio, the official broadcast partner, by Sports Clips, the official hair cutter, by M&M Printing and Graphics, the official printing partner, by Seminar Brewery, the official craft beer partner. 4-2, PD in the lead. Game 1, 9:57 to go in the third. Face-off just outside the IceCats blue line, 5-on-5 hockey. Puck tied up and won back finally by PD. Bedard pressured behind the net, feeds it around. Jurgenite left side, getting it ahead towards Cox. Cox will ease that one ahead in on the left wing. Welsh up after it. Welsh tried to put it in front, and they whistle it down on the offside. Apparently Welsh got in there a little early, up on that forecheck. Face-off will be outside the Binghamton blue line. Nope, they're going to bring it all the way back down outside the PD blue line. Gullo and Sargis yapping the whole way. Yep, didn't like that face-off. We're going to do it again. Sargis, actually, that is not Sargis, that's Sirota. Sirota in across from Gullo for the face-off. Chopped over to the near wall. Binghamton will send it around the rim. Colgan can't slow it down. Up on the far side at the line. It is deflected on out. Anderson has to go back to his own end. Up the wall into space. Chipped on. Anderson trying to drive it in. A bouncer right in on goal. But Colgan's just going to scoop up. And Anderson took a swing at Colgan. Gullo did not like that. Colgan scooped up that bouncing puck, and then Anderson came in with a swipe there. 10:38 gone by here in this third period, and fans are still dancing, still having a good time. Four 4-2 PD. Draw to the right of Colgan. Hamilton switching sides with McGill Diaz here. Marcinkiewicz twins out there with Zajac. And Zajac ties it up and gets it back to Hamilton. Great job on the circle there by Dennis Zajac. A little floater down by Hamilton, right in on goal. Tomei's got to play it himself. Ooh, trouble with it. He has to cover it. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz right there. And so you go from a defensive zone draw to an offensive zone draw. Same unit stays out. And now Zajac with Patrick's Marcinkiewicz directly behind him. It's tied up on the dot, and Zajac will send it behind the net. Go get it himself. Wraps out the far side with it. Zajac cycling it around. Dominic's on the right wing side to the half wall. Try to move it back down for Patrick's. That one is knocked away to center by Stubbs, and he is dispossessed. McGill Diaz will move it across. Dominic's left side. Here's Hamilton. He's up. Got a little help with him. He'll drive it in. Right side to Patrick's, and his skates rolling. Puck trouble with it. Gets it across. Dominic's couldn't shake his stick free. And now it's turned the other way by Binghamton. Black Bears driving in. Bondarenko looping up high in the zone. Razalov able to take that one away. And now it's jammed off the skate of Marcinkiewicz. It does come out just barely over the line, but it was enough. Zajac after it. Left side. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. A pass went right back to him. He'll send it around the rim. He and Stubbs shoving as they separate. Patrick's Marcinkiewicz up on the forecheck. Now driving the right side with Houston Wilson. Into the corner. Yates tried to hook him up there. Stone after it. Wilson trying to kick it free. Patrick's waiting for it. Comes around. Right point. Up top. De La Savita steps around one. He's got room. Walks in. De La Savita's shot is blocked. And now Yates will go the other way. He'll get it to center. Binghamton looking for a change here as they send it around the glass. Ooh, it bounced right in on goal. Colgan will snag it up. Hang on. Took a crazy kick off the stanchion there, right to the side of the net. Good thing Colgan wasn't going for a stroll. And that's why, if you wonder why Brendan Colgan does not often go out to play the puck, that's a good reason why. Because you never know what you're going to get off the glass or the boards. That one was going on net. And by staying put, much safer. I mean, if you don't slow a puck down behind the net, that's one thing. But if you let in a goal because you're behind the net looking for it, that's another. Here comes Houston Wilson up the left side. Try to cut in. He's pulled down. And boy, I'll tell you what. Tyson Kirkby does not agree with the call. But Wilson pulled down, and the IceCats, who were 2 for 2 on the Chick-fil-A power play, are now on to their third. There is definitely some frustration on the Binghamton side in this game. 12-16, time of the tripping call. And with a 4-2 lead, PD with a chance to really extend this lead in a meaningful way. So the face-off is played around to the far side. Frolov over there after it, trying to get there. And it's cleared out and down the ice. Marcinkiewicz has to come back after it. And now ahead, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Left side, he'll wheel it in with a shot. Wide of the net, around to the right side check, half wall. On to the left half boards. Marcinkiewicz. Patrick's. Into the left side corner, gets it back quickly. Looking up top, still has it. Cross ice feed, gets across. On to Legkov, up top to Dominic's. Hopped over, is sticking out of the zone. Well, the snow is definitely built up here in this third period as it's sent down again. And Colgan is going to come out and paddle it around. Frolov will skate it ahead. On to the right side, Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. To the line, stops. Now he moves in, has Dominic's with him, lost it at the line. And with 1 minute to go on the man advantage, PD is going to go for a change here. Elijah Wilson will leave it off. Hamilton up the right side. Elijah Wilson. Wilson tried to step in, knocked away from him and down the ice. 43 seconds to go. Hamilton absorbs the hit. McGill Diaz onto the right side. Here comes Houston Wilson. Wilson attacking with speed to the far dot. Backdoor feed comes across. And a chance for Binghamton to move it out. Hamilton could have challenged, decided to back up. Bondarenko with a long shot handled by Colgan. There's a chance in tight. Ends up in the glass behind the net. Stone down there looking for something. I don't mind that, though, by Hamilton. That's a conservative play, and with a 2-goal lead, I like it. Here's Houston Wilson and through the skates, trying to drag it to the left side. Lost it. PD, I don't know if they're getting a little cute or a little tired or a little bit of both. Here's Binghamton back in with a chance. A shot that is blocked by De La Savita. On to the near side. Fed back behind the net. McGill Diaz with it. And Binghamton kills it off for the first time tonight. So 2 for 3 on the power play now for PD. Left side, Zajic to center. He'll send it in from there. Around it goes. Into the right wing corner. Welsh trying to get up after it. 5-on-5 hockey here. Cox up on the forecheck. That one rainbowed over him and out to center. Bedard trying to put it back in. He rolls it in. Welsh up after it. Cervoni moving it around to center, and Binghamton to the attack. They bring it in over the line. Kirkby knocked away off his stick, and Razalov able to move it to center. Wait for the first part, that's what they want to do, clear the zone. Second part, get it deep. Binghamton pushing back in, a centering feed right there in front. Razalov able to take it away. Near side, Wilson to Gullo. He'll tip it down to Welsh or Chase. Cox heading off the ice. Boy, at this point, it's just get out there, give us 30, 45 good seconds, hard shift, get back off the ice now because it's down to 4:36 and counting to go in this third period. PD with a 4-2 lead. Keep them short. Della Savita trying to reverse it. Turned over behind the net. Centering attempt, though. Della Savita recovered to block it. Lenkov trying to skate it out of trouble. Yates to the point. Over to the near side. Here's Anderson down to the top with a screen. His shot blocked by Razalov. Not out. Anderson on it again. To his left. Leaving it up top. Onto the near dot. Yates. Yates up top. One time. Left pad save. Colgan. Great screen in front. Great job to find that puck. And now Gullo out with it. Lenkov ahead. Gullo looking for Lenkov on the left side. The pass is deflected, went behind him, and that puts the play offside. 3:59 to go in the third. 4-2 PD, our final break of this Pepsi third period coming up right now. PD with that 4-2 lead here in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
Known for his integrity, attention to detail, and client-first approach, Sean Austin builds lasting relationships based on trust and results. Whether you're a first-time homebuyer, a seasoned investor, or looking to sell your current home, Sean combines local expertise with strong negotiation skills to deliver a seamless experience from start to finish. Austin and Associates at RE/MAX Professionals. Your next address is just a slap shot away. Go IceCats!
For 20 years, we've captured more than weddings, we've captured legacies. The laughter, the tears, the moments that last a lifetime. Every glance, every vow, every I do, preserved in stunning cinematic detail. Because your love story deserves more than memories. It deserves to be a film that lives forever. Something to remember wedding productions. 2 decades of love stories.
Well, the PD IceCats have just broken their own FPHL playoff attendance record with 5,933 fans here at Florence Center tonight. They announce it to this whiteout crowd. Great crowd on hand here tonight. Fantastic job by the fans. Everybody's been into it from the get-go. 3:59 to go in the third of Game 1, best of 5 series. Can the IceCats see this one out and secure the Game 1 victory? Binghamton controlling the face-off and dumps it in from center. Hamilton up the wall. Cox to the right point. Not out. Stone keeping it in. Stepan hooks it into the near side corner. Play it up the boards, and it goes to the right point. Not out. Again, Stone in with a shot, and that one goes high. Around it goes towards Elijah Wilson, and he'll move that out to center. Here comes Jake Cox up the left side. He'll put it in on goal. Tomei will hold, and Cox will make him hang on for the whistle. It's one of the reasons why they went out and got a veteran like Jake Cox. Give him some good, solid third-line minutes. Works hard every shift. Get out there. Some fresh legs when you need them. Everybody's got a role to play on this IceCats team. 3:31 to go here in the third. 4-2 your score. IceCats in the lead. Zajac out with the Marcinkiewicz twins. Jurgenite and Bedard. Drawn to the right of Tomei. And it's one back Zajac. Puck bouncing in the slot. Dominic's Patrick's a shot. Blocked. Bondarenko wheels it away behind his own net up the right side. And Binghamton trying to leave the zone here as they look to push on in. And Bondarenko tied up on the near side. Oh, penalty coming up there on Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. And I think that was a soft call. They're going to call boarding. I think Bondarenko went down a little easy, but he got the call, so it worked. .16:45, time of the penalty. I mean, it wasn't even a hard hit. Just a push, and Bondarenko went down. I mean, was it close to the wall? Yeah, but that's not a boarding call. But it just means some more work for this Bluefish IT Solutions penalty kill. Binghamton overthrew the man advantage. This is their fourth chance. Draw to the right of Colgan. Zychik in for the draw, and it's won back by Kirkby. Binghamton will go to work. Onto the right side, Stubbs trying to float it into the slot side of the net. Kirkby reeling on the near side. Hamilton tying him up, kicking it along. Gullo will clear. Both forwards change. Dee remains. Back in on the right side. Bondarenko lost it in traffic. And now Hamilton. Chance to clear, but not out. Nice keep by DeRazio off his right skate. Bondarenko on it. He is knocked down by Frolov. Frolov moving it ahead. Houston Wilson takes a look. He'll skate it. Left side. Setting it deep. Frolov up after it. The pressure DeRazio. Near side. Wilson over there. And now he'll pull back out. Frolov stays up on the forecheck. Kirkby pressured at center to dump it in. Dumped it right to Razilov. And Razilov sends it down. 1 minute and the man advantage for Binghamton. 2:13 and counting. And now we'll keep an eye on Tomei to see if he goes. Binghamton back in, but McGill Diaz after the puck on an open wing pulled down. No call there. Puck at the near dot. Wrist shot backdoor. Tip. What a save by Colgan on the doorstep. He took it away from Yates. It's cleared. Best stop of the game for Brendan Colgan. 30 seconds ago on the man advantage. 4-2 PD. Chance in tight, a backhand, missed the net. Around it goes to the far point, sent to the near corner. A chance for Hamilton. He's tied up, but does bank it ahead, and it's slapped down by Marcinkiewicz. Hit the linesman, though. Didn't get deep. And out Tomei out of the net. Dumped in on Colgan, and he will elect to hang on with 1:22 to go. Now I imagine we see the timeout from Binghamton. It'll be an offensive zone draw with 7 seconds to go. And the boarding call against Dominic Marcinkiewicz. 4-2 PD in the lead. IceCats hockey brought to you in part by CLC Transportation, the official travel partner. By Palmetto Smiles, the official dentist. White Swan Dry Cleaning, the official dry cleaners. And Battle LP, the official fuel provider, powering the Olympia. McGill Diaz arguing for a call that he did not get. Looked like he was indicating his jersey might have been grabbed. And listen to this crowd on their feet. So the Black Bears didn't spend a lot of time at the blackboard. Chalk was out and quickly put away, and now it all starts with the importance of the draw. And that will fall on Dennis Zychik. Out there also with Nick Gullo, just in case Zychik gets booted. Kirkby in for the draw to the right of Colgan. It is tied up, one back by Binghamton. They'll move it to the far side. Yates with a shot, tipped way out of play. That one almost came up here to the booth. And it takes just enough time to get Dominic Marcinkiewicz out of the box. So now it's Houston Wilson and the Marcinkiewicz twins with Bedard and Hamilton. 1:14 to go. And Wilson tried to push it ahead to get it out of the zone. Kept in Jansen, right point. It is 6-on-5. Net is empty. Jansen on the right side. Chance to clear, not out. Kept in Bondarenko. Up top. Jansen fakes, waiting. Near side, last minute of play in game one. Binghamton needs two. Bondarenko up top and tipped out. Patrick Marcinkiewicz off to the races. Trying to beat a backhand off the side of the net. Looking to put it in front. Patrick's couldn't center that puck. It's cleared towards the line, but kept in by Houston Wilson. Wilson from the wing to the empty net. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, his shot is blocked as well. 30 seconds. Binghamton tried to dump it in. It goes off a leg into the near corner. Hamilton up the wall. Patrick's down the ice. Back at center, Kirkby. He'll turn it in off the glass. Colgan had to hop over his stick, near side corner. Chance off the boards, out to center. Houston Wilson, 13 seconds. Rolling puck. He scores! Houston Wilson puts it away into an empty net. Game 1 will go to PD. Houston Wilson, 6th of the postseason, 1951. Tomei back in the net. And now just got to let the crowd take you home in this one. And now it's center. We get some pushing and shoving. And a lot of discussion. Mac Jansen, Zach Sirota, Jake Hamilton. But Binghamton heard it off to the locker room. And now, here's the call, the empty net goal. Teamer Razalov the assist, 5-2 your final. It's time to move into postgame show. A celebratory mood here at Florence Center as the PD IceCats 5-2 winners in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup final over the Binghamton Black Bears. Back to wrap things up in the Gorgat Distilling postgame show in just a moment. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
For more than 85 years, Tomlinson Sales Company has proudly served customers across South and North Carolina. As a proud partner and the official outlet store of your PD IceCats, stop by to check out exclusive IceCats merchandise, plus an ever-changing inventory that makes Tomlinson a must-stop destination. Visit them at 1309 East Palmetto Street in Florence and discover the PD's hometown store. Tomlinson Sales Company, where great service, trusted brands, and community pride come together. That's Tomlinson Sales Company, 85 years strong and still serving the Carolinas.
Gorgat is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorgat has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgatdistilling.com.
Life happens on your floors, but when dirt, spills, and messes take over, it's time to call the experts. Stanley Steamer of Florence provides a deep cleaning technology that removes dirt and allergens, leaving your floors fresh and spotless. Breathe easier and enjoy a cleaner, healthier home with Stanley Steamer. Call or visit us online today. Stanley Steamer, your home deserves it.
You're watching the IceCats Broadcast Network. This portion of today's broadcast is brought to you by...
Hey, this is Kendria Robinson, family nurse practitioner at Practical Purpose Solutions. If you are dealing with brain fog, fatigue, lack of energy, not feeling productive at work due to that, or you're having any type of gut health problems, or you're even having a severe cold, book your IV hydration therapy service with Practical Purpose Solutions at practicalpurposesolutions.com, or you can call 843-799-2210. We look forward to serving you. You have the problem and we have the solution.
And we are back in the Gorgon Distilling post-game show. If you're watching on the YouTube side, you're seeing the team's been doing this all season long. Whenever they win a game, they get a team photo. And now they have won game one of this Commissioner's Cup final. 5-2. The PD IceCats victorious on home ice. They need two more. Game 2 tomorrow night at 7:15 p.m. Game 3 next week Friday in Binghamton, and then 4 and 5 if necessary Saturday and Sunday. We do now know that the IceCats need two more wins. And a great win here tonight for PD. Let's go back through the scoring for you. Special teams was a big story tonight. The IceCats 2 for 3 in the power play, and it starts 5:34 in. Elijah Wilson is 4th of the year from McGill, Diaz, and Hamilton kick-started the scoring in this one. And if we're going to get the 3 stars here in a moment, we'll get to that for you as well. 8:07 into the first, though. Ramakers ties it with his first of the postseason from Sargis and Sirota. And then at 15:52, Dennis Zychik from McGill, Diaz, and Legkov, and it's 2-1 after 1. Binghamton did tie it up. DeRazio, his first of the playoffs from Kirkby and Swain at 4:28. But then 3 unanswered from the IceCats. 7:51, Dominic Smarson-Kevics, assisted by Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Great shot from the left wing side, finding room over the right shoulder of Tomei. 12:29. Legkov, a power play goal as he drives in from the right wing. Goes forehand, backhand, and pushes it in past the left pad of Tomei for his 4th. Dominic Smarson-Kevics and Elijah Wilson the assist. And then to cement it into the empty net, Houston Wilson is 6th of the playoffs from Timur Razilov. Let's go down to the ice. Chris has got our 3 stars.
Third star of the game, number 27, Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Your second star of the game, number 13, Alexander Lekov. And your first star of the game, in the net, number 35,
So Marcinkevics, Legkov, Colgan, and here's Joanne Bethay with Brandon Colgan.
Well, first off, congratulations. How is it in the postseason? You have been so successful.
We have a team that makes it super easy for me. Every rebound, clearing out, fighting every shift. So my life's pretty easy this day.
One down. What is it going to take to bring the Commissioner's Cup to Florence, South Carolina?
All year, every night, just doing exactly what we've been doing and not giving up.
Before you go, do you have any words for the IceCats fans that showed up tonight?
Thank you guys so much. It's so easy to get up for every game because of those fans in the league. Let's keep it going.
All right, Brendan Colgan with words for the crowd. And I'll tell you what, the crowd here at Florence Center tonight, most of them still haven't left. They watch the team take their lap, get saluted with the sticks, do their team photo on the ice, stuck around for 3 stars of the game, brought to you by Mirage Promotional. And 6-2 or 5-2, pardon me, your final game 1 goes to the IceCats. Final shots on goal tonight by period. Binghamton 12 in the first, 18 in the second, 14 in the third for 44. 11, 10, and 3 for the IceCats. 24 in total. Power plays, IceCats finished 2 for 3 on the Chick-fil-A power play. Hey, check your app. The IceCats with a couple of power play goals. Should be some free Chick-fil-A for those of you down here at Florence Center. And the Black Bears finish the evening 0 for 4 with a man advantage. All right, one more break here in this Gorgat Distilling postgame show. When we come back, we'll take a look back at the out-of-town scoreboard and look ahead to tomorrow's Game 2 here at Florence Center. Game 1 goes to the IceCats in this Commissioner's Cup Final, 5-2 over Binghamton. Back on the floor in a moment. This is IceCats Playoff Hockey.
From home entertainment to the technology that keeps your world connected and secure, at PHT Audio Video and Security, we don't stop at residential solutions. Our team designs and installs professional commercial systems built for performance and reliability. Secure what matters with advanced security systems and stay protected day or night with powerful camera systems engineered for clarity. No matter the need, expertly installed and perfectly integrated.
Welcome to the PD region, where Southern charm meets unforgettable adventure. Paddle scenic waterways, explore quiet trails, and experience nature at its finest. Savor local flavors, discover vibrant downtowns, and shop unique boutiques. From live music to hometown festivals, there's always something happening. The PD region, authentic, welcoming, and waiting for you. Plan your visit at pdtourism.com.
Gorgat is a local craft distillery based in Lugoff, South Carolina, producing rum, vodka, whiskey, and bourbon in small batches. Founded in 2015 by 3 local gentlemen, Gorgat has a fine line of handmade, local spirits. No matter what you desire, we have something for you. Isn't it about time you revolutionize your spirit? Visit us online at gorgatdistilling.com.
Hey, grab me 1-2.
And we are back in the Gorgat Distilling postgame show. Tom Callahan here with you, and it's a 5-2 win in Game 1 of the Commissioner's Cup Final for your PD IceCats. Game 2 tomorrow night, 7:15. But before we get to that, a final check of the out-of-town scoreboard in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres, 1 minute, 52 seconds away from eliminating the Boston Bruins. Buffalo with a 3-2 lead in that series in Boston late in Game 6, 4-1 Sabres. Zach Norris, Zach Benson, Matthias Samuelsson, Alex Tuck, and David Pastrnak for the Bruins. Lightning and Canadiens still scoreless in overtime. Montreal leading that series 3-2 at home tonight, trying to close it out, heading on to the power play here in the OT. And dropping the puck here, and actually should be just about underway. 10 o'clock, Golden Knights in Mammoth. As the Golden Knights trying to close out that series, leading at 3-2, but they've got to do it on the road in Salt Lake at Delta Center. Major League Baseball. Finals from earlier tonight. Rays 3-0 over the Giants. Red Sox 3-1 over the Astros. Yankees bounce the Orioles 7-2. Brewers 6, Nationals 1. Rangers 5-4 over the Tigers. Cubs 6-5 over the Diamondbacks. Games going on right now. Blue Jays up 6-2 over the Twins, top 7. Pirates 8-1 over the Reds, bottom 6th. Bottom of the 8th, 6-4 Phillies over the Marlins. 4-2 Cardinals lead the Dodgers, bottom of the 6th. 6-1 Rockies over the Braves, end of the 5th inning. Angels 2-0 over the Mets, bottom of the 2nd. Top of the 2nd, White Sox and Padres are scoreless. Athletics 2-0 over the Guardians, top of the 2nd. Royals 4-2 over the Mariners at the end of the 1st inning. And we are at the end of our Gorgat Distilling postgame show. A tremendous win tonight for the PD IceCats, their first ever postseason final, and they win Game 1 at home. 2 for 3 on the power play tonight, 5 different goal scorers. Elijah Wilson, Dennis Zajac, Dominic Marcinkiewicz, Alex Legkov, and Houston Wilson into the empty net to cement the win. It's a best-of-5 series. Game 2 is tomorrow night right here, 7:15 p.m. at Florence Center. Tickets are on sale right now through Ticketmaster.com, and they'll be on sale again tomorrow through the Florence Center box office. Plan on getting down here early. The food truck rodeo is in town, which, by the way, makes for awesome tailgating Hope you get here early and are able to have a great time out there in the parking lot, and then head on inside and help root this team on. They've got a 1-0 series lead. Can they make it 2-0? Well, we're going to have to wait about 24 hours to find out. We will do just that tomorrow. For my entire broadcast crew here at Florence Center, this is Tom Callahan saying thank you and good night.